element. Checking to see if there's any of the settings about the type train thing. Because it seems like it's been activating off of channel, like, point redeems, which makes, like, no sense. I don't even know where the hell... Like, where do they hide the setting for that? I don't know. But I feel like if they add new features, they should always be off by default. You shouldn't, like, surprise somebody with a slap and saying, like, hey, this is a new thing. That's stupid. I'm gonna guess it's just something else. I just don't know where it's hiding. What's the Plus program? No, I'm curious. I just ran across that. I don't pay attention to news enough, apparently. Is that just what affiliates are called now? Or like partners? Because it has something about like share your status. Show your progress to the Plus program. What does that mean? It just says turn on. Okay. Can you define to me what the Plus program is? Yeah, I had to Google it. Wow. Okay. That's what I thought it was. It's kind of like going partner. You need, I think it's 50-50 split on ad stuff, or is that in subs too? Oh, it's on subs too. Oh, that is just for subs. Okay, that's actually kind of neat, because subs are 50-50, which I think is stupid. But apparently if you get, what is it? You have more than 100 subs for 3 consecutive months, you get level 1, and if you get 300 subs, 300 points, which level 3 counts as 3 points. Is it 3 points? Actually, I don't know. But you get to the level 2, and it changes the split. 2 or 3 subs count as 6 points. Okay. That makes sense, because I think it's like 25 or something. Okay. Well, that's neat. Yeah, I don't... Actually, I think I would bet we're probably halfway there. I have a few tier 3s that are really cool. But still, that's a big number. 300 is a lot. All right. No Michael yet, but he should be here soon. I heard the garage door open. He's borrowing my car right now because his car's in the shop. Let's see here. There we go. Hello. And remember to post the Discord too. All right, we got to see what we can do on this because we don't have. Actually, I got to open the program too. I don't have a ton of time to get this done. it is due in 10 days. So originally the plan was to do like a green screen shot looking through the window. I'm not going to do that. It's going to take too much time to get that done. So not going to bother. Instead, I think we're just going to focus on just, yeah, like this shot I'm not going to do. It's just not going to be worth it. But what do we have here? Why is that one not? Oh, I turned them off to show it look like that. That's why. Oh, I wanted to do a test render to make sure that the changes to lighting worked. I forgot to do that. Oh well. Okay, so we have the one shot here. That's easy. That's what this is. Then there's. I feel like I could turn. Should I move it like this? Like this? I feel like the camera should be over here more. Because this angle doesn't really work as much anymore. This is, yeah, this is the widescreen. It should be like, I think I did that because I wanted to see the engine. I'd really have to squish that more. But if I squish it more, that water effect's going to get ruined a bit more. Yeah. I think we'll just leave it. All right, anyways. So it's going to be Rainbow Darsh on the wing. I could probably, though, at least do this. I think I can lower the camera more. It's not going to ruin anything, I don't think. Yeah, I think that's fine. As long as I make it all the same here. Okay. Oh yeah, we were playing with the sign last time. Yeah, so she has to do the walk-up thing. And then she's gonna like do a little cool thing on the wing there. And that was gonna be this shot. And then I think the idea was, because the window thing is, I think, okay, this one I'm gonna need to exchange for some other bit of him, like, looking out the window or something. Actually, I can probably. I think I might swap these two. Because I don't know. I like that this one's kind of got him a little bit like something, but then this one he's like extra. No, maybe I'll keep it the same. Well, anyway, timing wise, this won't change. So him shooting or looking out the window there, and then whatever. This is going to be different things. We'll worry about that later. This one, because he goes out the window right after this. So this has to be the shot that she's holding the sign at. And then the butt shake will probably be just two. So we only have to do two random things of her doing cute things. Okay. Okay. I think is that what this kind of is? No, we have the butt shake. And then okay, we're just going to copy, paste, and then paste again. Okay, so this is going to, I want to make sure that we have everything kind of sussed out as to what the plan is. Color. So this is going to be, sometimes it feels like spending time, oh, that was backwards. Spending time planning is like what I just want to get doing stuff. Plan. At least in terms of this, I don't think there's anything such like over preparing. If you can feel comfortable with what you're doing and where you're going forward, you spend a lot less time redoing. But if you just jumped right into it and started from the first shot and started trying to figure things out, then you're having to adjust. It just wastes time. Prep time is never wasted time. All right. So then this is going to be the butt shake. And then I'm going to have I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it so that this is, I'm going to name these. So this appear, being cute. Let's just rename this. These two I don't quite know yet. This is, yeah, and then this is called twerk. That's fine. And then this is going to be, I think Applejack appears, because that makes no sense, which I kind of find funny. So Applejack appears, and then that'll be this one. And that's why he's like, oh, second horse. Should we do the sign or just have it where like they go to smooch? That's the one I'm not sure of. I feel like if Applejack just popped up, that's funnier. But doing the sign feels like forcing the joke. It feels too Looney Tune. Where if they like suddenly went to go try making out or something, or they like they were making out, I don't know. Yeah, that I don't know if we'll get to that today anyway. So, but I will list it. So, okay, and then we have that's what he does at the window. And then it would be, let's say. More making out. Okay, and then let's get Applejack over there. Anyways, how has everybody's week been? Can't believe it's Tuesday already. Actually, what I'm thinking to do. No, I'll keep it like that. So this is going to be rainbow shot, and then both falls off. Did bring up this idea to Jay too, and it sounds like he might actually just change the saturation on the short after this to make it black and white, and then have it transition to color just for fun. I hope if he does that though, that he talks with the original person that made the short, because it would be a little mean if you just started taking away something from their short. Anyway, so I kind of want to have her, like, maybe if she's like, she does a little upsy right here. Let's have it so that she's kind of like looking off to the other side right now. Like she's kind of looking that way. Then she like happens to turn this way, and then she's like, ooh. I think that's neck, head, and eyes. I think I can move that a little bit more in, like there. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, that should go good. Too slow of a move. Okay. And I'm not like normally I'd add a little bit of extra detail, like a little bit of eye opening, a little bit more, and a little bit of more nuanced movement. But being that this is going to be grainy, black and white, kind of crappy looking purposely, it feels like kind of a waste. You're not going to see any of it. So I'm just going to go a lot more basic on my movements. Which means I could probably just kind of finish this off right here, just to call it done. So the eyebrow definitely still has to go down. That don't have any choice on. I always forget that when I do these movements, if you're doing the eyebrows like that, you should put the offset on, because it's going to technically make the eyebrows sometimes arc on the movement. Because if I moved it and then I rotated it, that's going to actually rotate the whatever too. But don't think I'm going to care enough. Not for this anyway. Okay, the other thing, and this one's going to be the kind of the annoying one, there's a lot of wind going by, and that should be shown. I had a good day, and Windows 10 ended support today. I heard that it was this week. Well, it's not a problem, because it'll probably be like months before it could ever be a potential issue, unless, like, my thought would be if I knew a 0 day, I would just hold on to it until like tomorrow and then just drop it, because you put Microsoft in an interesting position. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Going good. The car is fine. It's very, very cute. Windows 11 is absolute shit for how they're rolling it out.
But they've been rolling out for like 6 years.
Yes, but the hardware requirements to upgrade are kind of shitty. My computer can't, not without upgrades.
Well, yeah, but you have an old computer.
Yeah, but it runs great. Why would I want to change? Like, I don't need to.
Eventually, certain hardware, because of security reasons, I can understand, because a lot of it is because of TPM, right?
No, it's because they are trying to push hardware sales. Microsoft.
Well, no, is the main reason you can't because of TPM?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because that if it's a little thing you need on your motherboard, you can get a USB stick.
Yeah.
It's like $10.
Yeah.
You put it in, and it gives you TPM support, and then you're good. So you don't need to buy all new hardware.
Well, if that's the case.
That is the only hardware requirement that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
But that is a security thing that moves certain decrypting, I think, so whatever. I can't remember the whole thing, but moves it to a separate device that is a lot more secure. So it is a security thing. But you have to have it built into the program.
Well, my work got all new computers because they needed to make sure they were upgraded to Windows 11 for security reasons. So
most of the places that are,
it's just shitty.
Thing is, your work could just pay the money to stay on the old computer, like the one. It's probably going to have support for Windows 10 for probably the next 4 to 5 years. You're just going to have to pay for it.
Windows 10 support ended today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the third-party support?
No, you can pay Windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first year is like $30, and then I think every year after that it gets a little more expensive.
Yeah.
It's super. It's literally almost nothing.
It feels like they made everybody rely on something so that they could turn around and start charging them for it.
No, because you can upgrade to Windows 11 for free, and the charging the
free.
The hardware.
If you don't, you're in trouble.
What does Microsoft make from hardware upgrades?
They probably have deals with a lot of companies. And they probably have investments in those companies.
No, the TPM thing popped up like a decade ago. So you have to have old hardware or ones that were in the transition region, and you bought the cheap version, so you didn't get any of the new features.
I'm saying Microsoft's quarterly report's going to be amazing this quarter, with everybody rapidly switching.
But it's free to change.
Yes, unless you don't change, and then they charge you.
The $30, it's nothing. It's going to be rounding errors. They're only doing it to help cover the team that has to be supporting it still. It's nothing. Yeah, there was a thing, I think. You can do the extended security updates, but you have to sign up for their cloud something. I think it's free. It doesn't cost anything, but
Spotify is free if you.
Yeah, that was something like that. But I think part of it is if that's only in Europe.
Time. Yeah.
Because Europe said, you have to do this with whatever. So it's free in Europe, but I think in America, it's still $30 for the first year. So mainly, that isn't for an individual. That's for companies.
I'm just going to get porn all over my computer. That's what's going to happen.
You don't have to have security updates. It's just that if you get infected and then you do something to our network, I'm going to be very, very angry.
You have to get through your network.
The traffic gets through the network as it is, but if there's a security vulnerability, the network's not going to know if that traffic itself.
Has you actively trying to get me to spend money.
Well, no, I'm not saying do whatever, but I'm saying the network doesn't always know if something's malicious, because if it did, it would never let any traffic in. So it has to let some stuff in, and if that vulnerability is still seen by the network as not being malicious, it's not going to stop it.
Still not convinced you don't work for Microsoft.
Because the only way that would work is if my network was literally looking at every single bit and scrutinizing it. Mm-hmm. It does some stuff. I only have security set to medium, but setting it to medium reduces our internet speed by 10%.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to, if I go up more from that, I think it drops to 30%.
Yeah.
And then it's just a ton of overhead. And then you're going to have more blocking and stuff. And I've turned off a lot of reporting because the machine would let me go in there if I wanted, and I could see every website you've ever been to.
What's the doorbell?
Who's ringing the doorbell? What the hell is that?
It's probably Adam's answering it, so you can deal with it. I know who's. It's probably just door-to-door religion.
No, it's a guy just an old man that looks like red, green in a leather jacket.
All right.
Well, it was
You can ask Adam about it later.
Oh, no.
Ralph.
Oh, he knows it.
Ralph. Ralph Steadman.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh, he's got the wrong address.
Ralph used to live here. He's the man that died, like, 7-8 years ago.
That's sad.
Yeah, he was very handicapped and he had a lot of problems. That's why they had a wheelchair ramp going up here and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, just yelling Ralph at the door. So when he said Ralph, I'm like, if he says Steadman.
I mean, he's looking for an old friend who's been gone for a long time. That's kind of sad.
It could have been.
Yeah.
You know what's not sad?
Rainbow. Cheer me up. Make me forget about dead people.
We were gonna add some of the because she needs a little bit of like wind to her mane.
Or a big red bow
No,
in her hair.
no.
She could do, like rubs and play with like cat toys.
She doesn't have any like wind kind of going by. It's not gonna look that great.
It's a good big dirt.
Is there such thing as a bad big dirt?
No.
Was she naughty, Michael? See, like, no, she was. Wait, yes, she was naughty.
You did remind me of an old person who used to come to your streams called Naughty Derpy. I recall them. They came for a very long time.
That actually sounds very familiar. Yes.
Yes. It was one of the early people who'd show up a lot. Back in the days. I don't think any of those people are still around.
No.
The last one who hung on was I'm starting to forget his name now.
Blur to Blow?
No, not Blur to Blow. I'm thinking further back than Blur to Blow. Shut up the J stuff. I think he still shows the J stuff fairly often. Malik, yes.
Malik doesn't really show up here too much.
No.
I think he still goes to Jay's stuff, but hello, Forlow. Okay, so I need to make this look windy, but what I need to do is I don't want to have it all going at the same time. That doesn't really look right. So I need to delay the position movement that I added just by a little bit. First, I need to mark where, like the frame.
She teleported.
Frames are.
You'll be happy to know I put the highest quality gas in your car.
92?
Oh, even better.
100?
No, it was this really high-end stuff that only truckers use called diesel.
Oh.
Oh.
That's nice.
Put that in there. A little rough getting it.
You got home?
It's a little rough getting it back. Kept kicking and throwing a fit.
I don't like oil changes. I think it's better just to put it right in the oil or the gas, so we're good.
There you go.
Okay, so I did the wrong direction. Let's go that way.
I'm not exactly sure what diesel would do with an unleaded engine. It wouldn't be good. Either would do nothing or cause the engine to come apart.
Hold on.
Because I know the whole
what
thing.
If I put diesel in a gas engine? Putting diesel in a gas engine would cause significant problems, though it typically won't cause immediate catastrophic damage like the reverse mistake. That I can understand.
What's the
yes.
reverse mistake.
Well, because
Putting unleaded in.
Yeah, in a diesel because it can't. As far as I remember, there's like oil mixed into the gas, right?
Well, no. The thing is, diesel is made to combust through compression.
Oh yeah,
no spark plug. So
it'll clog fuel injectors and fuel lines if the engine is started. This can lead to the engine misfiring, stalling, and filling out. Diesel fuel can also separate from the gasoline in the tank, with the denser diesel setting at the bottom and entering the fuel system first, where it cannot ignite properly due to lower compression ratio and spark ignition system for gasoline engines. So it says you run for a little while, but it's probably because it mixes.
So I could have gotten home. It could have been completely plausible. But I would have managed to get it back.
I would say if you put it in and then you kept moving and shaking a lot to keep it mixed. Mm-hmm. But if you were to put it in and then let the car sit, it would probably wouldn't start. Huh?
Like it's doing right now.
I know, but that would get you home.
Yeah. So yeah, totally diesel in there. Great.
Well, I was going to say you could use my car tomorrow, but
I can't use your car tomorrow. I gotta go work.
Yeah.
I'm Ubering.
Did they confirm today that they're going to be done?
No, but they said Monday that it was going to be Wednesday, so I'm not going to bother them until Wednesday. So I'll bother them tomorrow.
I'll bother the shit out of them.
They've had it since the previous Wednesday. Dealerships are slow. That horse, it's really freaking cute.
Okay, so that should work. Now I need to make sure that all the hair is just not quite timed with each other. I want to stay the same. Go that way.
Oh, Scope. You're making Screw steal. You teaching her a life of crime? Is that what's happening? That's what I'm seeing. Gonna have to go to horse prison.
You're saying Skulu was naughty?
I mean, Scope's teaching her bad things.
Actually, that would work.
All Scope's fault.
Okay, that should work. Though, let me just turn that back on so that it all moves. It should be an even frame. It is. I am noticing this one should be delayed, and instead it's first, though the hair below should be the one pushing it.
Oh. Some horse news.
Horse news?
Yeah. It's not the movie, though. Dawn Somewhere is starting the Rainbow Dash Presents series back up. They announced it with a picture. It was Rainbow Dash dusting off the couch that was covered in cobwebs.
I also heard apparently tomorrow is supposed to be very big Final Fantasy news. To where people think it's going to be the announcement of either Remake 3 or 17.
See, I haven't even played 16, so... Yeah.
I think you'll like it more than 15. I liked 15 more, but 16 felt too railroaded.
I felt like 15 was okay, but the reason it got so much hype is it was the first okay Final Fantasy since Final Fantasy X.
No, yeah.
And I am missing...
Sure. Well, and it had big graphical up, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, but 15 was still open world.
Mm-hmm.
16 isn't.
Better.
It tries to make it look like it's open world with big open areas, but really, they're fairly small with not much to actually do there, and it's really about going A to B and you can dodge everything.
Like,
it's just it was The environments were gorgeous, but everything felt not important.
Well, like 7, 8, and 9, which is the golden age for Final Fantasy, and nobody will ever tell me different. They were, so don't even try. I mean 6 through 10.
They did bring up apparently a very small hint that they might be working on a Final Fantasy 6 remake.
Well, people would want that.
Yeah, more than 8 or 9. But after 6, if they do another remake, then you'd have to do 8 or 9.
I don't think you really need to remake 8 or 9. Visually, they're fine. You can do a remaster.
They did a remaster for 8, but it was bad.
Yeah.
They upped some of the graphics, but the backgrounds were just 3D or AI upscaled without really any touch up, and it's noticeable. There are players that went and did remaster or mods for 8 that are better than the remaster. A lot of the audio is better. They added widescreen support to extend textures. They were all upscaled, but with actual work done to try to make them look right. I wanted to go back to replay Final Fantasy VIII, but they're working on the voice mod. So they're adding all voice lines for everything.
That would be cool.
Yeah. And they did it for 7 already.
Mm-hmm.
And that sounds interesting, but I think 8 would be more interesting. So I've been waiting for that mod. But then there's another mod where they went through and rewrote the story. Not as much that they changed the story, but they fixed a lot of it to make it better make sense. They added actual side quests to help direct the story and stuff. It was actually cool, but that doesn't work for the voice mod because
that is the biggest complaint about 8.
Oh,
it is a good game with an amazing story, but most of the story is hidden behind subtext, and you have to really deep dive into a bunch
That's
of
every
stuff
Final
done.
Fantasy.
Yeah, but 8 is really bad about it.
Um,
Like, you don't even know that, like, there's places in the world that exist, and they're like, apparently there was humans were created to get rid of a mountain.
Yeah.
So that a god would have a better view of the ocean.
That whole story, like, it's the whole thing about God, like how they created Earth and the creation of humans, and how he was like angsty that they like decided to spread out after he went to sleep. That whole thing, it's enormous story,
but they barely,
and then it's not even touched.
No,
and it feels like it gives a reason for why things exist, but it doesn't really have any importance to the story.
But you can go in the world, the open world, and see where the mountain used to be, and see where it was carved out.
Yeah,
and
it's only once you get into like the lunar song and stuff that actually starts making it relevant.
But I played through that game multiple times. I never knew that. Never knew that crap.
Yeah, it's a very, like, 7 has some convoluted parts, but overall the general story, you can go from beginning to end and feel you got the gist. No matter what. 8, even at the end, you're like, what?
You can do several plays.
9's the same way, though. Not as bad as 8, but it's still not as good as 7.
9's biggest failing was that its primary protagonist wasn't that interesting. Queen was interesting, but Kuja, I think his name was, he was boring. He was just like, I was created and I wasn't the favorite.
I don't remember much about 9.
Destroy the world.
I tried going back and replaying 9, and I really liked it, but I just
visually it's good.
I think I'm just like, my brain's in an area now that, depending on the JRPG, it's really hard for me on pacing. If I have a big enough nostalgia for it, sure, I can get by it because I just have the nostalgia. But 9, I didn't have enough of it, and it just feels really slow. I was trying to play
it's hard for
Tales of Symphonia. Because I used to be in a group that was a guild called Crucius, and that was named after like the angelic creatures in Tales of Symphonia. And I never played it, and so I tried going back and playing it, but the Steam release is locked to 30 FPS.
Okay.
And so I had to use an upscaler to get it to like 90, and it worked. It was fine because it wasn't fast moving or anything, but it was just rough. I didn't have that nostalgic lens to enjoy it, and I had to try to force myself to, but I just did not, and I couldn't do it. I think did I move it from my list? I think one of the Tales. Yeah, I still have Tales of Arise. These are all the same developer. And I have like Tales of I can't remember. They're on my someday list. They're all under T. Yeah, I still have Tales of Berseria and Tales of Zestiria. So those are also ones, but I got those, I think, 2 years ago to play while sitting on the couch during Christmas break because I'd have like 2 weeks of off. And then I never did. So
it feels like it's hard for me to get like the same endorphin rush from video games I used to get. And I don't know if the games aren't as good as they used to be, or if I'm just becoming
your tastes changes. Like, I know what I'm looking for from a game is very different from when I grew up. I still like JRPGs, but I feel like I can't just play that one. I still feel like I like to jump around a little bit. I usually like having a roguelike that I can jump onto if I want to do 10-15 minutes or like a half hour. Hades 2 I've gotten into but I've been playing also Deep Rock Survivor. We're playing Borderlands 4. I thought there was something else I was playing too. I can't remember. Didn't I have another game I was playing?
I think when it comes to a lot of these games, I just have found a hard time caring about the characters in the game.
Oh, and I've been wanting to play Crosscode.
Yeah,
that's another JRPG that's rated like 90-something%. Yeah, that's 80% or 93% overall though. But yeah, it's supposed to be very Chrono Trigger-esque. Which is, there's been a lot of Chrono Trigger wannabes that have come out in the last 5 years. Seas Stars, what was the other one? Chained Echoes. Those are both Chrono Cross, old JRPG fans.
Man, Chrono Cross. I tried getting into that one years ago. I couldn't do it.
It's not bad, but if I played it now, it probably wouldn't be as good. It was not as good. Not at all. But
get invested in the story.
But I have some nostalgia for it because it had some stuff it did right. The other ones I really wanted to play. What was the name of them? It's the one. Their themes always tend to be that the races that you're in or the place you're in are usually very from space, but you're usually put on very medieval environments, and you really can't talk or interact. You know that you have all this technology to make work, but you can't show others that you have it. They've done multiple games with it.
I think I don't know.
There's like one of them is called like
blank, or you're just explaining it poorly. I'm not sure.
Star Ocean.
No,
I knew Last Ocean, even though I don't think I played that one. But one of the Star Ocean games, is it this one? Oh, that's the Last Hope. Was one of my favorites. I think it's Till the End of Time. This one was really good because you are basically people that travel through space or whatever, but you end up landing on a planet that it kind of has the same directive like Star Trek, where you're not allowed to interact with them in a way of being a more advanced species, and so you have technology, you can do things, but you have to hide it. Yeah. And so you're in a medieval society, but you can do some things that people understand. But then there's just some things that don't make sense. Like there's an orb that can just make water out of nothing. And they're like, that's defying physics. They're like it's making matter from nothing. And there's a lot of weird things like that. And I mean,
a moisture collector.
No, the game's old, so I can kind of spoil it. The premise is that or some creature pops up at the edge of space and just starts destroying people and literally is untouchable. Nobody can do anything to this thing. But you end up figuring out that it's because they're erasing reality. Your reality is not real. Everything's a simulation. And so that ends up being that thing of making water is just, it's a glitch in the game. Mm-hmm. And you end up finding out that your parents put you in the game. And so, but because of that, you have a way out. And so you end up going out of the game to try to prevent them from destroying the game, what's there, because people just jump into the game like, haha, I'm gonna go kill that guy, and they just would do like mean shit and stuff. And it was a very interesting game with a really neat crafting system.
Like me coming out of the video game, some sweaty nerd running up to the game studio, hey, don't close the servers, my friends are in there. Look at that cute little horse data flag. I was supposed to pay attention to anything else.
Well, I was trying to make it so that she had a wind effect, mm-hmm. But it ends up being timing wise, I'm sure pretty close to just what the tail was doing.
It's so cute. Yeah. Now I want to find that game that gives me that moment. I just haven't had a game like that in a while. That time where the whole world around you just kind of disappears and you're completely zoned in on the game. And because you truly care about what's happening.
I don't know about truly care what's happening, but to be zoned in, I did like Horizon games done that.
Books do that.
Final Fantasy games. Kind of, I wouldn't say Final Fantasy Remake did that. Chained Echoes did. I got really into that one. That game was a ton of fun. I think you would enjoy that too.
Chained Echoes.
It's a JRPG. It's made just 2021. They have a DLC that just came out not long ago. It has an interesting combat system to where attacks that you have increase like the action of the battle, mm-hmm. But if you go too far, you can burn out your party. And it will require you, it'll basically like cause you to lose a turn or something. I can't remember the whole thing. So you're basically trying to, let me see if they show the combat bar. Yeah. So you're trying to keep it in the meteor here. So sometimes you have to defend so that you pull back the action. But sometimes there are certain attacks that can only be done when you're in the overdrive. So, and certain things in certain combats could actually change the shape of that. So maybe there's like an overdrive in the middle of something and then you're safe again. Plus it has giant mechs. So
That's always fun.
kind of like doing the Xenogear style. Their way they're leveling is unique. The story is very interesting, and there's only like one small continent of a much larger world that I think they could do a ton of work in to like build on. They did a great job. This is what one of my favorite JRPGs just came out in the last like 20 years, and I think they did a great job with it. And the animation style is very good. But yeah. You have my family, whatever, so you can always check it out.
I always enjoy games that push you to the absolute edge. And one of the games that has accomplished that a few times in the years I've been playing it is the Armored Core series, where you find yourself completely out of ammo and you're fighting some massive swarm of robots and you're down to just your laser sword and you're just still going at it. And occasionally Armored Core like hits that sweet spot.
A lot of the times though, those games are like they manipulate things to make it so that like Red Dead Redemption has a thing where an enemy's first shot in combat will always miss.
Yeah.
So that it's always a way for you to know that now you're in a fight, so you can go hide. There's also a lot of fights, places that do like you'll take a hit and you get more defense as you get less HP, so that it always feels like you're on the edge. Like they're lying to you about stuff, but
that does kick some endorphins for some people, being on that edge.
Yeah, no, I agree, because I've been looking up a lot of stuff for D&D DMing, and there's a lot of that too, of like knowing the balance of when to push and when to pull back, so that you're trying to keep people in a certain like level, to where, because if it's too easy or too hard, it's not fun. Normally it's better to lean on too hard, because if you make it too hard, you can pull back, but if you make it too easy, it's a little hard to push it harder because you're still within the rules. But yeah. You know what? I'm not going to do that kind of detail. I'm just going to keep her like being aggressive.
Aggressive wagging.
I don't think these. Oh, this not those hairs. I don't want those hairs. Not these hairs. Yeah, I don't know what game I want to.
I have so many. I kind of want to just go back to Hades.
Because you've been watching me play it?
I feel like I never really finished the first one.
Oh, the first one.
I never did all the side stuff. I didn't reunite the one lovers or whatnot.
Yeah, that one I was enjoying it enough when I was playing it that I 100%ed it. So I just did every achievement. There is all the challenges, the difficulty challenges of like trying to increase the challenge levels. I never maxed out that, but to get all the achievements, you don't have to.
I just want to do all the story bits.
Yeah. And the nice thing with that game is doing the story is easy, because the game can be challenging at the beginning, but just by losing, you can get all the stuff to upgrade your stuff. And as long as you don't increase the challenge levels, you can basically burn through everything real easy. So, no, I don't know what my next game is going to be though. I think, I don't really do that. I'm not sure. I have a lot of, I picked up, I actually kind of want to finish Slime Rancher. It's finally on 1.0. I started it, but I'm probably going to do a new game for it. It's just super relaxing. Like, go farm a bunch of weird creatures. It feels like you're playing Pokemon, but instead of using but with all the things you collect are resources, and you have a vacuum cleaner do your Pokemon collection. It's just super relaxing. It's like Pokemon Snap. Because sometimes you have to do weird things to get them to pop up and stuff. It's fun.
There's a game I haven't thought of in a while.
Okay, so that gives her tail at least a little bit of move. Oh, can't even see it anyway. Probably should give her ears a little bit of something too.
Well, they could be flat when she's down, and they could pop up when she lifts her head.
I think you're just doing it because it's cute.
Yeah, and this is what this is. And it would be cute, yes. Ponies, one of their primary strengths is being adorable.
So you want that?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that, or like that?
I think the ears should be more back than down. It seems weird on a horse to have them down like that.
If you put them back, it starts twisting it too much and they start folding in on themselves. Okay. So that's about the best you can do. If you bend it like this, it starts doing a really weird, not there. Like a really weird stretch thing at the top here. And it just doesn't, you get this, it starts collapsing the skin here. It's just not worth it. I mean, even this isn't that great, but it's okay.
No.
I think they need to go quicker.
But yes, it's been a bit since you said it, Sunset, but howdy. I had some stuffed crust pizza, but I don't know which one it was. I had two different types of stuffed crust pizza.
The top one.
Okay, so not the DiGiorno. Okay. There's
pub house or something?
Yeah.
Or brew pub.
I put them in there and realized I already had like 2 pizzas in there, and I was like, oh well.
Her hair just stops. That's because it's not looped.
I asked an important question in chat today. I don't know if anybody answered me.
How are they doing?
No, not this chat, our group chat.
What was the question?
Is Paul Bunyan and his ox, are they kaiju?
I don't think they're that big.
They're pretty big. Like, I think, like, the stories of Paul Bunyan have the water workers sleeping in his beard.
Is Ultraman a kaiju?
Yes.
Is Ultraman a person?
I don't know. He's a giant robot. Best I can tell.
Japanese production. Japanese is commonly associated with the media involving giant monsters.
Yeah.
Would you say Ultraman's a monster?
He's huge robot. So yes.
Whatever, I figured out. Ultraman is not a kaiju. He is an ultra warrior, a member of an alien race of superheroes who fight kaiju different? Because he battles kaiju.
Kaiju are giant monsters. It says right there he's an alien from space.
That's not a monster.
He's a monster.
Why not?
Does he break buildings?
I am going to go with AI over you on this one. Cheers.
I think we need to open up a Reddit forum. Giz responded? Okay.
Michael is complaining no one responded when I clicked.
I said, I don't know if
no, he asked for an answer and then without looking if there was an answer said no.
Well,
I'm going to assume nobody wants to talk with me.
Well, yeah, that is the general assumption. America's Forgotten Paul Bunyan, American's Forgotten Kaiju. Somebody made a YouTube video. It's amazing.
Okay. I think I can mark this one done. Okay, so I'm just going to copy, boom. I'm just going to like paste it directly on her. Same thing. So I don't see that being any different. Kind of, actually. It's gonna, oh no, I didn't include her ears here. So, and technically, like, you don't really need to have the ears moving, because if somebody's like what I would call like on the prowl, which she's kind of doing, she would be paying attention and focused. At that point, the ears would probably be had a lot of the muscles engaged, and she'd be pretty focused going forward. Because if the ears were like flopping around all the time, that's going to make hearing very difficult because you're not going to be able to get directional sound.
I mean, freaking Godzilla is sometimes the good guy, but that doesn't make him not a kaiju.
No, not talking. No, I think it has to do about intelligence and stuff.
He's saying Godzilla's not? Rude.
Michael.
What?
I believe you would be a kaiju.
Yes, if I eat a few more steak dinners.
No, because we're basing it on intelligence. No. Rubber suit check. Japanese hentai on Rule 34, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that...
Okay, well, is the
wait, does that mean that Power Rangers are monsters?
They're fighting. They're a giant actual robot.
No, they jump into a robot. They're a kaiju.
They're inside of a robot. That is not the same. If there was a giant robot that was like independent, that would be a kaiju. But it's 5 people in what is essentially a big tank fighting kaiju. That's completely different. Teenagers are monsters. That's correct.
He merges with a human host to fight the kaiju.
Okay.
So there is a person in him, like Power Rangers.
No, they are completely organic, but you don't have to be a kaiju. Look, Power Rangers are not a kaiju. There's 5 teenagers inside of a robot fighting kaiju.
No.
Ultraman is a kaiju.
He's not a kaiju. It says right here, not a kaiju. It even highlighted it.
You're gonna trust the robot overlords about who's a robot and if the robot's the good guy or not?
You said he's not a robot.
He's kind of a robot.
No, you said he wasn't. Now you're saying he kind of is. Are you just modifying reality to fit your narrative?
He looks like a robot.
Oh, so all you have to do is look like a robot. So, okay, we're changing it again.
Look, it's a very vague definition.
Teenage equals monsters. Yes. Okay. Yeah. That, sure. Though, like, if you look at what... I remember seeing a picture. They just had, like, all the original Power Rangers, like, standing in the hallway at their, like, high school. And I'm like, oh, my God. Their clothing is, like, the most 90s thing possible.
What I basically still wear.
It's so nice. It's so amazingly 90s. And the colors, they're like, oh, I'm the Green Ranger, so I must wear everything green. Okay, that's weird. You make it look like you're part of, like, some weird Rainbow Blue Man group.
I don't feel like the Green Ranger is the one that was, people were later concerned about.
I don't know if I need to modify Rainbow at all here. I think it might be a good idea to have her kind of like look around.
Mm-hmm. Look at her spooping. I don't know what that means.
Spooping?
Spooping. She's spooping right now.
If she's spooping, somebody's gonna have to go out there with a mop. Oh, spooping. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna lick that propeller. How does he think? I was like, that thing looks tasty.
And then she can look a little bit like that way. Okay. And oops. Come on. Gotta have this screen selected. I need to have her eyes move.
I want to know who would win in a fight between Paul Bunyan and Godzilla now. I want that. That's the next Godzilla movie they need to make. Paul Bunyan.
There's another American mainstay that you haven't mentioned.
The Blue Ox, yeah.
No.
A giant Ronald McDonald.
Green giant.
Oh.
He's definitely a
definitely a kaiju, yeah.
Yeah, but he is like a plant type weird creature, so yeah. I put him somewhere in the middle, yeah. I
like green giant.
Well, who else would be a kaiju then?
Let me think.
Are the Transformers kaijus? I feel like you don't want to say yes, but you were saying robot.
They're not big enough.
They're big.
They're not big enough.
They're big.
They're like 2 stories.
Some of that, I thought that one day
Godzilla would step on them by accident.
They're mini kaijus.
Then an iguana's a mini kaiju.
So the Pacific Rim, are they kaijus? The robots they use?
They're similar to Power Rangers.
But there's no person in it.
There's 2.
No, they're not in it.
What do you mean they're not in it?
They're remote.
No, they're not. They're in it.
I'm pretty sure they're remote.
Inside of it. And even if it was remote, it would still be people controlling it.
Uh-huh.
Tiny people.
Tiny people?
Tiny, useless people.
Useless people? Wow, you're being mean.
People.
It's fine to be mean to people. Okay.
Being a person.
How dare they?
No, the first Pacific Rim movie is quite good.
How about Atlantic Rim?
We'll have to sit and watch it and find out all the way through, beginning to end. And I just want them to be like 45 minutes into the film to just look at the cameras like, why are you still watching this?
If you don't know,
you do realize you've been ripped off by this point, right?
You know, they have this movie, Pacific Rim, but then I know if I search it, it's going to come up as something else, but there's an actual movie called, at least has went by Atlantic Rim, that is not as good.
Very much just trying to trick people.
This guy looks like one of my old bosses at our building. Like the only place you can watch it is on Fubo.
I feel like I recognize the first guy. Graham Greene.
It's hold on,
like Northern Shore or something.
Is he gonna play it? I want my trailer for this horrible movie. I just want to see how bad the graphics are. Oh my god, it looks like Power Rangers. Like you can tell that this is just cheap. It's like 90s campy.
But they put more production and value into it than it deserves for just being a rip-off movie. They got
it's all just from inside these whatever with these super cheap props. The graphics are so cheap. It's just all the live action looks like it was filmed for Stargate SG-1 with a better camera, which worked for the time, but not today. It
does look like an old 90s TV series graphic.
Yeah, look at this. When the old man blankly says, "Get the hell out of there." Yeah.
I think that old man is actually the one actor with some notoriety.
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him.
I know him from something.
Dances with Wolves for one.
There you go.
Green Mile.
There you go. Yeah.
Those are ones. Yeah, he's in Twilight as well.
Yeah. So he actually has a reputation, which is why they had him in the trailer a lot.
Yeah. Oh, he was in Die Hard? Oh, Die Hard with a Vengeance. Okay. That was the 4th movie. Apparently Samuel Jackson was in there. Oh, whatever. Yeah, Michael does have clanker bias.
That horse blue.
Technically, I don't think I even really have to have her eyebrows visible for this. The later part, sure, but she's so far in the dark that I don't think I have to bother with it.
Isn't the deadline for this a week and a half from now?
Yeah. It's in 10 days.
Sure do wish I could send my video.
Yeah. It will be done soon.
You bet. It'll be the video of the car first. Take bets on whether it'll be the video of the car that gets done first.
If you're doing bets, can I bet against myself?
Please no. Oh.
That was there. Yeah, it just means I have to, between today and, well, what day is, so I have 3 streams to work on it. I definitely have to do some stuff on the side.
I was going to say, you're going to have to probably do some if you actually want to get this done. Off stream.
I think the hardest part is I just have to do another test with lighting and stuff to make sure that the render, when I actually do the final render, will be correct. 'Cause, like, if you go and say, like, I have 1 more day, I'm done, I render it now, but then something's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely want to render it well ahead, or get the finished one well ahead of time.
No, I'm going to go with your first one there.
Mm-hmm.
You already, actually, I told you to do that, and you went and figured out a bunch of errors and fixed them. That was the main thing. But if you go and look at the screenshots, normally the screenshots are enough to kind of figure out, is this good?
Mm-hmm.
It's really about whether or not, like, because if you're using the old models, which I think you were with one of them, like sometimes the blinks just, sometimes the blinking does the thing where if they go to blink, they don't quite close, and then they kind of just sit there really close for a few frames. Yep. And if you blink too quick, it's rough.
Way to know if it's really bad. So it's all together.
Okay. That's all I needed to do with that.
All right.
So look, I've already got this one done. I've got, this one's just the plane. So that one done. Though I should go, okay, so the clouds are on, clouds are off. So this one, I need to turn the clouds on. Okay. And the particles. I need the particles as well. They're on too.
No. She's looking at you, the camera.
Okay, so then these 2 are going to be randoms. I just put being cute as whatever. Then we have doing the butt shake.
Yes.
For way too long.
No. The appropriate amount.
I don't really need to worry about like hair motion because the wind isn't going to be a thing. I think I can just keep that.
Dangerous. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you.
We're not always doing twerking ponies. It just worked in the context.
I mean,
so
smooches.
The whole sign thing I'm not a fan of because it feels too cartoony, where I feel like the idea of it being kind of more within reality.
So just have them smooching?
So no, my thought was just put them. So this shot would be.
But like the whole thing with the sign though is making it clear that it's not just that they're ships.
No,
it's that they're canon. That's what upsets the fandom.
No, because I like the idea, because it could be that it's not his ship, something like that. Or maybe we could do something else too. But I want to have it where he's looking like this, and then he's looking like this, and then it's this shot after this one that he sees now Applejack's just there. They're not doing it. They're just standing there. And that's when he's like, oh, 2 horse. And then I'm not going to do the window shot. That's going to take too much time. But I want to have it be where then like, I can probably do a zoom in, not straight from the window. They did do shots of later on in the scene with the zoomed in. And
I'm bummed you're not doing the window shot.
Have,
Kind of bummed you're not doing the window shot.
It would be way too much work to make it look right.
That window.
Trying to make it look like it belonged would be a lot of work.
Yeah.
And thank you much, Red, for 66 months. How's it going, Argo? Michael, chat. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing good. That is a lot of months though, so thank you very much. Hope you're doing good. And hello, Altitude as well. No, so I want to have it where then it just does a closer bit where they're like starting to do a smooch, like they're getting really close, and then that's when he gets like super angsty, and
I still want like the sign, even if it's just at her feet.
It feels too like Wile E. Coyote. It doesn't feel.
But that's what the fandom gets upset about.
I know, but it feels
whether or not that's canon.
But then what you're doing is you're forcing the joke. It's because if you have to tell people what the joke is. No, you're telling people the joke. You're literally writing it in text. That is not good comedy.
I think a lot of jokes are written.
They don't put it on the screen to say this is the joke so you get it.
Well, they can't talk.
So that's why it does. People would get it if by seeing it. Some people may not. I don't care. But I don't like the idea of forcing it to be written so that people can get what I'm trying to get at. Okay. It just doesn't make any sense. But then they would do it like in a whatever. But then they got to do real smooches. And then this is where he goes and like aims up, and that's where Rainbow's going to be like, actually, I had that change. So this is going to be.
What's going to happen? She's going to push her off the side.
Yeah, this is Rainbow. Don't know. Jay did say that if I get it in, that he would make the other short black and white at the beginning and have it fade to color. Mm-hmm. Though I hope he checks whoever made it to make sure that that's not like okay, because it feels like you put work into something.
Yeah, but he alters it.
Yeah. All right, so this is where Applejack appears. Mm-hmm. Is she actually on that thing? Not really. She's kind of like whatever. I'm not going to worry about that right now.
Books. Oh, why do I have a tentacle reaching for Twilight? Why am I an octopus?
I was actually really confused as to what you were talking about for a sec there. And I'm like, that would make sense though.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to keep them close enough.
They got to be a lot closer
because they're gonna. I don't want to. They're gonna be doing like smoochies or whatever.
I feel like I need some popcorn.
Realize one of the blades is water. I don't think it's gonna matter. No, I won't.
Notice. Smooching. That's exactly what he's gonna animate. But again, you guys wanted part 2. You're gonna get it now. No, sorry, Ninesky. It has to happen. It's smooching.
Unless we can come up with something other than smooches that would be controversial to somebody that was into horses, that would like a horse on a wing would be able to do.
Climbing into a giant jar would do it. What?
No,
you really want to make that joke again?
That would also be going way too far. Like having a random horse pop up. There already is a horse popping up, so I'm only going with one unreality with just an additional one of the same. Where a jar would be like, okay, now where did that come from? Where Rainbow being on the wing, you can make sense. She flies. She lands there. Applejack suddenly being there is the one that's like...
Okay, that's a good point you're making. Oh, they could be wearing socks in this part.
No. It's dangerous for Michael.
Isn't that the point of this shot, though? To make it dangerous? More smooches. I need another drink.
Why? Because the horses are getting you all hot and bothered, or?
No, because I'm an alcoholic.
Oh, that makes sense.
You want another drink?
Sure. I'm gonna drink it slow though. I think I'm kind of short on water, and I'm probably just the same thing, just not as strong.
Whiskey, Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll mix it in half.
Hey. Stay out of my shed. Thank you. The Cokes in there aren't cold. I kind of want to have it where... Yeah, I just got to go with. There we go. Where Rainbow's kind of like, she looks over and then looks back. So where is that break? There it is. Okay, I want to have her be a little bit pushed forward. Okay, Rainbow throws down a Pokeball and out pops Cupcake's Pinky with a chainsaw. No, I don't see that as being something to shoot at. It'd be weird, but like, why would he suddenly see it as a problem? What would work, and I know it's not going to work because it doesn't exist, would be if suddenly Rainbow Dash Gen 4 turned into Rainbow Dash like Gen 3. Like it suddenly became the old version. That I could see working. But or you could maybe do it with like a Gen 5, but I think if it was Gen 5, early Gen 5, but I think kind of people do have a bit of a nostalgic something for it now. So I don't think that would be as good of a thing to lean into for that. I don't really like look up memes or keep up on content. So if there's controversies that are going on, I don't know either. So I wouldn't be able to like play off of that. I don't know current memes. I just don't do social media. So I'm a little bit out of touch in that regard, but also I prefer it that way. I don't like I don't mind digging through some social media stuff, but I don't really follow memes or something. I'm just, there are 100 other things I'd rather do than doom scroll, or to get in the habit of doom scrolling even.
Doom scrolling has nothing to do with memes.
But even then, like, I will probably scroll on like Twitter or something equivalent once a month, and it'll probably only be for like 5 minutes, and then I'm like, eh.
Problem with chasing memes is that they're funny for the 10 minutes that they're relevant.
Well,
they're actually funny.
Well, they're funny, but also it feels like I don't want to get in the habit of requiring constant and never-ending dopamine. Like, it's interesting to watch some stuff just on the science of boredom, on how little of it that we're allowed anymore, but how important it is to be bored sometimes, because boredom is an important part of being of giving yourself the time to look at the bigger picture of things, where if you're constantly just going for the dopamine short things, you get very focused on the now, and you stop focusing on the tomorrow. And where being bored is where you can internalize your thoughts, think about what's coming up, get things planned, and get yourself to reduce your anxiety. Boredom helps with that. But if all you do is dig into stuff and TikTok and any of that, and you're just constantly dopamine hitting yourself over and over again, you're never able to do that, and that just makes it so that everything's a little bit more anxious, because you haven't planned for your future. You don't know what you're doing tomorrow or even in 10 minutes, because you're keeping your brain too focused on now.
I'm working, picking up my car, and then I'm coming home, and I'm probably doing something.
But I'm not even saying that. Like, there's lots of things in life that you want to know or have an idea of what's coming up and whatever. And I like being bored sometimes. And I'm not saying bored as in I have nothing to do, so I am browsing on my phone, but literally just silence, like where there's nothing. It's nice.
Have Michael play with slime on camera. I'll make your number. They'll make you do numbers.
You should put a Subway Surfers video to the side of your stream and maybe have Michael play with slime on camera. Make him do numbers with my generation. When I need to shut my brain off from racing manic thoughts, I doom scroll. It's slightly less painful than hitting myself in the head with a hammer. Yeah, but even then, I feel like some of that, the reason you doom scroll is because when you're not, you are in a panic of needing to do it more, because it's your brain wants the dopamine hits, and if you're scrolling, that is a dopamine. It's constant micro hits of dopamine of getting another thing, to where when you're not doing that, now you're feeling depressed and anxious and stuff because you're not getting that hit constantly, and you have to get yourself used to being not doing that. Having locks on your phone sometimes, just to do something else. There can be 100 other things you can do to keep your mind busy. Doom scrolling doesn't really seem like a positive one, because especially for you, where most of your doom scrolling makes you just have more worry for the world, not less.
That's why I look at horses.
So it's like when you're like, the world's a bad place, so I need to get myself away from it by going and digging into it more.
Get yourself away from it. It's happening whether or not you're paying attention.
Yeah, but it's whether it's happening or not. You don't have to spend every minute ensuring that you know everything that's happening.
It's made me some money.
It's just sometimes you need to back off a little bit and just enjoy things.
Paying attention to everything made me realize that the U.S. government bought control of lithium mines in Canada, and they're actively putting money into it. And it's crazy because that's what China does with companies in China, and we're doing it with companies in Canada because we want that lithium. And so I threw money in there, and it's making me quite a bit. But crazy.
Like looking up news, sure, but you're not doom scrolling.
No,
like doom to me doom
scrolling is looking at CNN.
Yeah, but doom scrolling is not being able to stop looking at and just what the world is doing, like random crap. You're not like, if we're to where you can't remember what it was that you looked at 2 minutes ago. Like you're literally going through so much that you're not remembering any of it either.
I look at the news. I don't doom scroll. If I'm scrolling, it's for horse.
Mm-hmm.
I want a horse. That make me forget the news that I just read. Like that country that gave our president that big old plane and his own golf course. They're going to get a military base in the U.S. now. For no particular reason. Horse. Make the horses smooch. Do it now. I require a horse.
Well, you know what? Her doing the smile like that? No.
I want her to look right at the camera while she's smooching that horse.
That's why I like this.
Make sure he's watching.
That's why I like this more of like.
Exactly like smooching time, where she just looks at the camera like, oh, guys, you see this? There's a smoochable horse. I want him to really go at it too.
Okay, no,
like arms wrapped around each other, rolling on the plane.
No.
Oh, but then they'll give him that much more.
Because that would be animating that would take more than one entire day.
Okay, or you could just like recycle the animation from Apple Dash.
No, that wasn't her animated. Like that is horribly animated, and that is no. You mean like them sitting and doing the smooch? I think you meant derpy rolling down the hill.
No, I mean them sitting and doing the smooch.
No, because I would have to have them laying down or whatever. Mm-hmm. No, it's only going to be for like 1 or 2 seconds that you're going to see anything.
Yeah. So
a lot of these are just very short, almost loopable things because doing too much action is just not enough time to show it. I am going to go use the restroom though, because I forgot to use it before I started. So I don't like recommending this, but okay.
It's fine. Sure, it's fine. The thing is, he's already gonna make horses smooch.
I am?
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna make horses smooch. But doesn't mean we can't have a third horse to smooch. Like the old rarity. Tyler's ready. Well, I like this ready. Yes, she's ready for the plane. Get this horse over here for some smoochins. Oh, he's coming back. I don't like that he's coming back already. He's moved too fast. No, I can't move the horse. I'm horrible at moving the horse. Let's spin this horse around. Oh, no. Horse broke. Gotta get the smooches before he returns. Oh, he's coming back. No, go away. I haven't made him.
You're spending too much time on these now.
There.
Before it used to be that I'd come back and you were like quickly running away. Now you're like, no, I need more time.
I need more time to make the smooches. Look, I did a good job. It's smooching time. It's smooching time. We're smooching. Number one smooches too.
Rainbow's not getting any.
He's like, can I get all those smooches?
No.
No.
I think this is more of
This J ship.
Is it? Yeah, Applejack and Rarity, I think, were his ship.
See, I was struggling.
She's like, here she comes. Here she comes.
Look at that smooch.
Did Argonaut use it right last time? Did anybody teach him to tap it and not ring it out? What? What were you talking
I
about?
think he was talking about something else. Is that like a pumpkin cider?
I think it just says unfiltered. I thought it was too based on the color. Oh wait, maybe what does it say
It's
there?
like getting into my head. Unfiltered cider. That's all it says.
Yeah. Okay.
I like pumpkin, but that's me.
Boo.
Might be a spiced cider.
Spice. Well, really, any spice cider is probably going to at least be halfway to pumpkin.
Yeah, well, it's gonna have pumpkin spice, which isn't pumpkin. It's nutmeg and cinnamon and allspice. It's for putting on pumpkin to make it edible, because pumpkin is
Not good.
It's not that it's not good. It's just that it's a lot. It's bland. I made when I first moved, not right as I first moved here, but like back at the old place one time, I cooked a whole pumpkin and be like, hey guys, pumpkin. And everyone ate a little bit of it, and then the rest of it just kind of went to waste. I was the only one who ate it more than
It wasn't good.
What's Applejack got that I don't got?
4 legs.
It's true.
There's other parts I could bring up, but I probably won't on stream.
Like snoots.
Yeah.
No.
Being female is probably part 2.
That is a part.
You're talking about Rainbow Dash.
I was thinking the line that Rarity said. It's like, what does Applejack got that I don't got? And she was all jealous of Applejack.
I'm not doing the smooches yet. So, Katie, I like how you contradicted
Katie,
yourself.
You want smooches.
You did both.
No smooching. No smooches. Smooching is smooches.
So, Katie, I saw you posting Ultra Beat was just right before stream about Monster Hunter Stories 3. I thought Monster Hunter Stories 2 was neat, but the story was so bad. It was Monster Hunter is always about bad stories with interesting gameplay, but
they really need to ham it up. Like, if I could write for a video game, it would be Monster Hunter, and it would just be over the top, like reasons for why they have to go kill the monsters.
No, there's two. Why did that not go across? Oh, there are two games that I think that they should do a collab. Mm-hmm. It's Monster Hunter and Cooking Mama.
That would be fun.
They're like, now we're gonna cook the Jagras. And just giant slab of meat comes kaboom on the table. She leans her head over the top and like, oh, we're going to eat it. And then she just goes right into it raw.
I made the tail into a sword or a new knife.
Yeah, like that would be great.
Yes.
And it was always that the meals are absolutely enormous. Yeah, like way too big, but they act as if it's like some tiny meal. And then Fiber Bro is always in the background with a fork and knife, like, yeah.
If I was to write for that game, it would just become increasingly more and more absurd for the stories, to the point where they're just like, that monster slept with my mother and impersonated my grandmother, and for like 3 years gave him Christmas presents. Oh, that's my phone. That's definitely my mom.
Yeah, definitely your mom. Nobody else calls you.
No.
I get calls all the time, but it's almost always spam. Like, I get so many spam calls. I think, like, how many have I gotten just today? I had one today. It's actually the whole weekend I didn't get any. Got one on Friday that says it was a scam, but it was a voicemail. I don't think that one was. Anyways, I had Thursday, I had one, 2 on Wednesday, 1 on Tuesday, 1 on Monday, 1 on Friday, 2 on Thursday. Like, I literally get, how many spam calls do you get a week?
Very few. None, really.
I get like at least 7 or 8.
Like, that was just my pharmacy telling me I had my medications for me.
Oh, yeah. Like, I was just checking. Like, I had one earlier today, but I had one day. It wasn't that long ago.
I used to get a lot of spam calls, not really anymore.
Yeah, there was a Friday in September I had 3 in one day, and then a couple days before that I had 3. Yeah, I get at least 1 to 3 a day.
Yeah. Nah.
Weekends are a little bit less, but it's
it's kind of to the point where if I get a phone call, it's probably important, or my mom. I'm supposed to take those.
And you can't really block phone calls because you're rarely ever going to get a call from the same number twice.
No.
It's always going to be some new number, and they always find a way to have it be local or something. But how long have you had your number?
Oh, since I was like in my early 20s.
Oh, so you've had a long time as well. Though
if I got a spam call, I would know it because it would try to pretend it's local, but my local number is Kentucky. So if I was getting a call from Kentucky and it wasn't my mom or my brother or sister, then I knew it was spam. I knew not to answer it.
My rule is if you're not in my address book, I'm not answering.
Yeah.
Because if it's important, there's a voicemail box and then I can call you back. And if it's not that important, the voicemail will probably give me all the information and I don't need to answer it. I just don't see the need for it. It did get interesting, though, because at work, they're a lot more lax on it since COVID. But it used to be at work, you could not talk on your cell phone in the building.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I was trying to do like house purchasing, that was rough when the realtor would call you. And then I would have to like grab my phone and go like 3-minute walk to get out of the building, to walk out the door to have the conversation. And then he'd call me back 10 minutes later. And they're more lax on that now. And also I'm right by a window, so I can just go around the corner by the window and I'm not bothering people. But for a while, the original rule was you weren't allowed to have your cell phone on in the building.
Yeah.
So you couldn't have it on at all. You weren't allowed to even have your cell phone there. I think at one point they had lock boxes when you walked in.
Yeah.
To put them in. But now they don't care. You're not allowed to have webcams. But now laptops are coming with them to where like now we all have webcams. The rules from even just 6 years ago are so different on terms of like allowing things.
Moving fast.
Well, it's more of you can get stuff without all that. But now because of COVID, it made meetings a lot more difficult. But the nice thing is a lot of like people that do the work from home stuff, they have a lot of requirements on like you have to have your camera. You have to have it on at all times to record everything you're doing at all times and all this. And I'm always like, they don't do that because I'm contractually not allowed to. So we don't have to worry about all that stuff. Yeah, it's like for when I do work from home stuff compared to a lot of other places, it's a lot more flexible compared to like those that are just like keeping all tabs on you at all times. Like, you have taken too many bathroom breaks.
Yeah, you don't want the situation from Fallout. And I still will always remember at Terminal, like, telling people how long their bathroom breaks could be down to the second.
Thing is, that is a thing.
Yeah.
I've read a lot of stuff about people that have that because of COVID and stuff. They were like, the camera can detect if they're not at the computer because it's doing like a facial scan. And so it can tell how long you're not at your computer. And so they'll then ask for a reason why you weren't at your computer for 10 minutes. And it's like,
stay there. I don't care how desperate I am for the job.
Yeah, I don't get that.
It's people who shouldn't be in management positions, and they're crazy.
Well, most of the managers don't get that software. The higher ups do, and the managers have to enforce it. So yeah, it's bad. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with that.
So much power over the craziest people. No, that's why unions exist. Shit like that. Stop shit like that. Give the employees some degree of representation.
There are some people that I can understand. Yes. They might be good to keep tabs on, but then don't give them a work from home job, for one.
People are people. They're not tools.
I know, but if you're not going to be that trustworthy, then you shouldn't be having your job be available online. You can probably find people that can come into the office, and if you're having difficulty, then maybe you should add some of that flexibility. It feels like they're trying to have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah. Well, they want total control over another person's life.
Programs that fake cursor moving on the screen to spoof activity trackers. You could so easily still just get like a monitor playing yourself from a webcam recorded on repeat with a mouse tracker, put that in front of your webcam, and they probably wouldn't know the difference. So like there's already ways around it. So all this is doing is it's causing more burden for most people, where it's like the whole thing with like superheroes, where they mentioned that, and I think in the Avengers before, where they said the only reason they have super villains is because superheroes exist. Like the villains are always going to try to outbeat whoever the strongest hero is, but not really, there's no need to go further. But if you go and make suddenly somebody that's a god villain will eventually be coming up.
I never liked that argument. It's like saying,
I know, I agree with that, but it's saying that if you go and you keep upping the game on what you're going to do for tracking, somebody's going to find a way around that, and then you're going to use that as the excuse to go and up it even more, where the only reason it's that high and it's like that is because you've been pushing people to do that. There's going to be loss with stuff like that, but yeah. No, I agree.
It takes
There's
a
a
lot more
certain
resources to fight Batman.
But I think it's more of, if you're going to play that game, you shouldn't go and try to throw. If suddenly you're at 1 and they're at 1.1 and then you go to 2. Well, why? You could have just went to 1.2. Like, why did you have to go and blow them so badly out of the water? Because it'll look good for 3 months while you destroyed crime, but then eventually it's going to get better, and now you have this huge cost to try to do all this other mitigation. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But what looks good on paper?
Why are those horses not smooching yet?
Because shut up.
If the work is getting done, then
Yeah, that's my
poke at somebody, and if it's not, then you can talk about their future there.
When you're hired on, you're given a list of job expectations. And if those change, you usually should be worked at with your boss to figure out if there's changes to those. But as long as you're doing those expectations, does it matter how they're going about it?
They'll call it quiet quitting. What do you mean you've only done what I've asked you?
Well, quiet quitting is kind of a thing, but...
Yes, but if you're getting the work done...
But if you're getting the work done, you're not... Quiet quitting is about doing the bare minimum, which...
Still getting
doing your task is, but there's some tasks that the bare minimum is also cheaping out on a little bit, where not getting quality work. There's a certain level where quiet quitting is more of a thing, and otherwise your bare minimum is still at least doing a good job. Like, I still think you should do a good job.
I think it's a little made up. I think it's just something people started saying.
They just like adding terms to things, because then our monkey brains want patterns and groups.
Yeah, and
so they want to group things.
But then I see people using the term for anybody who doesn't work 60 hours a week. So they're like, "What do you mean it's the overtime every day this week?"
No, that's stupid.
Quitting. It's like, no, I worked my 8. No.
If that was in your when you applied, if it stated that was going to be the thing, then that was something you signed on to. But if it wasn't, then you shouldn't be asked to do more if they're not giving you more, because then they are violating the contract. Even if it was not a written contract, they're violating the agreement of which you got hired on, and that's stupid.
And let's be my perspective, the people who tend to ask you to work an extra 10, 15 hours a week, or that are in their office doing jack shit most of the time, just sounding and looking important.
They're making sure that you're doing your job.
Yeah.
Because now that you have to be there an extra 10 or 15 hours, they have to go and twiddle their thumbs for an extra 10 to 15 hours.
Well, they don't want to go home anyways, because their home life probably sucks.
Wow.
And because they're always at work. And they're super busy. The truth is, they just don't want to have to deal with their families. There's a type. All those horses to smooch. Like Applejacks, he's just got a 10,000 yard stare. My purpose is to be smooched.
Well, because if I give them a lot of emotion and like trying to be their character, I don't think this is funny. But if they're kind of just being toy-like and dumb, it's like funnier. It's way funnier, because it's like, why is that horse there? Why is she just like, eh? Like
the slapping horse.
Yeah, I like the idea that she's just like, she's there. She's not like looking around going, oh my God, on a plane. She just is on a plane.
Which is horses. Hello, Nolan. Have you come to watch the horse smooches?
Just... oh, oh.
No, it's like with my boss. He used to go home same time we did, but now he stays late because the other guy is like, "Hey, you really want to get some work done? We should stay late." But when they're there, they don't do anything.
I think you know what's better than staying late? Hiring on another person.
Well, they're not doing anything anyways. I could use more help. I've asked them to hire on another person, but
They did.
They did. We need another person.
Well, see, now you're asking too much.
It's like, ooh.
I didn't realize that there's still a little frame there that was off. There we go.
He's gonna smooch that horse. He's like, I can't believe my luck. There's a cool horse up here on this plane. Is bathing suit Bubble Land? Oh my god, Michael, and Unamasa Musume event is bathing suit Bubble Land. You know, Nolan, I know you guys are all effing with me as far as like playing that it's not just like a sex thing, but you know, the game, that the show, and by the sound
You can be thirsty to them because they're not girls, they're horses.
They're clearly high schoolers.
No.
No?
No. And they're not 15, they're 27.
No, we've been over this. They're 150. So
No, they can't be horses. Horses can't live that long.
No, they're 10,000 years old.
They are perpetually 1 day older than the legal limit. Forever.
Bubbly Land is a bathhouse brothel in Japan, I think. That's fun. Like, I tried asking them, like, I watched the first few episodes, and the trainer kept feeling up their legs. I'm like, is he gonna do that much? I'm like, no, only like the first 2 episodes. Every episode I've watched, he does it. There was an episode where he made them play Twister, and the camera very much focused on their asses. That show is so thirsty.
Yep, and you offered to watch the whole thing.
First 2 seasons.
You say that, but by the end of it, you're going to be like, hot damn, you're playing your video game. No, that's so planned. Bubble Land is a distinctly separate thing.
Yes. Every episode is about the exact same thing. We're going to win the race. What's the next episode about? We're going to win the race. What's the next episode about? We're going to win the race.
Well, Michael...
Guess what? They win the race.
Michael, if it was horses and all they said every episode is like, it's about friendship. Yeah, and then they're like, it's about friendship. And they gotta go about friendship. Make friends, and then it's about friendship.
I'd watch it, yeah. They're super cute.
That's what a show was!
It was not. It wasn't. They had, like, problems they had to deal with, and like,
yeah, and so the horses were like, where are we going to eat tonight?
They went to more places other than the school and the track.
They went food.
Yeah,
they went to the cafeteria, right?
There's a cafeteria in the school. Yeah,
yeah, but that's kind of close enough. Also, you're only like 5 episodes in.
Yes, like halfway through the first season. Michael,
in MLP, they never left Ponyville the first 5 episodes.
No, they did. They went to Cloudsdale.
In the first 5?
Yeah. Rainbow Road.
That one doesn't count.
Sonic Rainbow.
But that was like flashbacks.
They were in Canterlot, like in episode 1.
Well, they immediately left. That was just exposition.
I feel like they went back at some point.
At some point, but not in the 5.
A huge world.
Yeah, horses have a huge world too, like the horse girls.
Well, yes, they're in Tokyo.
Yeah, it's a huge world. They can look out their window and go, hot damn.
I bet there's more stuff out there.
You're just comparing everything to the quality of horse.
Because it's in the other horse show.
There is a lot of horse show.
There's 3 that are relevant in the moment.
What about like BoJack?
It's been over for years.
But it's horse.
It's, yeah, kind of. It's more horse than the Musume.
Wow. Fighting words.
Got horse heads, at least. I love that. Okay, you see this, William Shatner? I think this is your granddaughter. She's super smoochable. Instead of cutie marks, you have owner's brands. See, that's the episode I'm going to have to turn it off. When they start branding the high school girls.
They're like...
Yeah, that's the...
yeah, that'd be great.
That's the episode you have to pay extra for.
See, that would be the episode. You're like, you know what? Getting rid of the show. The abuse. I like it when there's abuse.
The trainer just beats the shit out of them until they race better. See, now you have something to, like... Now you have an antagonist. An actual antagonist. Michael, what do you think of my theory that there is a disease that is fatal and only affects girls, but the cure is to use strong winning racehorse DNA, and it transitions to name the girl, and it's the tradition to name the girl after the horse that used. So, what you're saying is that they're like some sort of like spliced DNA girl, because the only way to cure them was to merge them with horse DNA. That's the theory. But then why would you take these sick girls and force them to do races and dance for people?
Well, they got to pay for that.
To pay the hospital bill.
Yeah.
You get up on that stage and you dress pretty.
I never asked for this.
Oh no. It's all indentured servitude. It's like, we'll save your life, sure, but you're gonna have to dance for us. Dance and race. You're like, we'll get smooches. Exactly.
I do think that I need to add a little bit more to her, because when I actually like go and turn all the wind effects and everything on, I feel like nuanced movements are going to be just lost.
Yeah.
You're going to have noise and wind and other things, and it's just any small little motion is not going to matter. But some of this still feels a little stiff, so I do want to try to just add a little bit more to her at least.
No, and I think one thing the show could do to improve itself is to just have
cancel.
Just have horse girls not on the track, like in the audience or something. Make it clear that if you're born, like make it at least appear that they had options in life, that they weren't forced to just be entertainment for like weirdos on a racetrack. Like, maybe one horse girl wanted to be a teacher or a doctor or just live in the slums.
No.
Like, it seemed...
We wanted to live in the slums?
If they wanted to.
Because, are you just projecting?
I mean, it would be nice. But they do, I agree, Giz says they do after season 1. Giz says that the trainer would stop molesting them, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, Giz, you don't have to try to push him to watch the show. He's already forced to, so
yeah, it's gonna happen.
If you had a racehorse DNA in you, you would want to run as well.
Run away from the scientists who want to continue to conducting experiments on me.
Are they doing experiments, or are they just thirsty boys that just want to put you in a room while you run on a treadmill?
The trainers. And that's the thing. The touchy-feely one is the trainer, which in the video game is who you play as. So he's the self-insert character, feeling up the girls and then making them play Twister for his entertainment when they aren't dancing for everyone else's.
Has your doctor touched you, Michael?
He did.
So, I mean, like, all doctors touch their patients. All their trainers touch their athletes.
That's how you get kicked out of the...
No, they do. Like, it's like if if you have a gymnast and they're doing the training, the person that's the trainer is often like fully handling them, trying to keep them and figure out where they're going.
Don't fall down, not like feeling their leg like, strong calf. Because that's the trainer in the...
So, Michael, if you were the trainer... and those were MLP horses, what would you be doing?
Give them hugs.
You're not gonna go up to their leg and be like, hugs. Oh yeah, look at this hoof. Who's so strong? You wouldn't do that?
Don't make me answer incriminating questions.
I like how you're yelling at other people for fulfilling their dream as if you were...
No, that is not a dream you should have.
Your dream is to do that just for furries.
They're not furries. Look at them. They're cool horses.
I think that you're just angry because you see a reflection of yourself.
I just want to hold their hooves because they're cute. The way you want to like hold up dog's paw is not the same thing. The game is gender neutral. They only want you to ship the horses together. They're so derpy. I love them. Oh, so cute.
I don't like her face doing that at the bottom. It's too much like rainbows.
I'm already in a horse fandom, though. And it's got superior horses. Actual horses. Actual fake horses. I do wonder if it would be as popular as if they were like, instead of horse girls, it was dog girls. Or if it's just like the remnants of the My Little Pony fandom clinging to anything horse related.
Well, there's a lot more people playing that game than there are bronies. That game app has been very successful, so it's not just bronies.
Well, I mean, it could all be like former bronies, because there was a lot of bronies.
Not all, there's not that many. The amount of people that really talk up how many bronies there were in the world, it is not that many. It is not like there's millions of them. No.
There's certainly millions.
Of bronies?
Do you know how many conventions are around the world?
And how many people go to them?
Thousands. Tens of thousands.
Not tens of thousands. Maybe tens of thousands if you go and add up every convention total. Because
there's tens of thousands at BronyCon.
Yeah, but that was like 10 years ago.
That's why I'm talking peak.
Yeah, but like if you say 10,000, and I would say, let's say 1 out of every 20 people that were a brony went to BronyCon.
Yeah.
That's not 1 million. That's 200,000.
No, there's more than that. There's like people in other countries, Europe, Japan. Russia has a huge brony community.
Yeah, I don't think it's in the millions, though. Because, no. If you look at how much content can be consumed, and you're talking
millions
about...
Of people
you're not even talking brony, you're talking touched by brony.
How many people have watched some pony videos? I saw one that had 47 million views.
Yeah, and how many of those have been the same people watching over again?
It could be maybe like 5 times, so that's still millions of
Michael,
people.
How many times have you watched the Mayor Fair video?
Like, that one's not fair.
Are we going into the 3-digit, 4-digit?
No, maybe 7, 8 times.
7, 8 times for the Mayor Fair video.
Yes. Yes. I mostly watch.
Have you not? Have you just had it on loop at work before?
I wasn't watching it.
It's still a view count.
Look, the point is, there's millions.
You gotta do the Mayfair song.
Do a Mayfair.
It's not the. You gotta do the whole thing.
I don't know the whole thing. I didn't watch it but 7 times.
I would say 7 sittings,
Mm-hmm.
but it's probably in the hundreds so times.
No, it's not hundreds of times. Bump down, I'm pretty sure. Our mere fixations have been cured. Our intentions sure appear. No, that's all. That's all I know. I'm sorry. Doing a Mayfair. Say that over and over again. Although the show is dead, we know the ride will never end. We'll just rewatch it all again. Mayfair is for mayors. Doing a Mayfair.
Actually, you know what? Let's ask. I want to ask ChatGPT. I'll do Gemini. How many bronies there are?
Is it gonna know?
It can make an estimate. But estimate suggested bronies is in the millions.
There we go.
Wait, I love how
You're the one who...
before you're like, AI is stupid, don't believe it, and then this one comes up, you're like, yes, totally, AI's got my back.
Actually, keep reading.
It is. You are so American. You're like, don't show me any information unless it confirms my biases.
And yet it does, so I win.
So, okay, so then you agree Ultron isn't a kaiju?
No.
So you said 7. No, there it's hidden. 12.4 bronies in the United States alone. That can't be true.
Yeah, no.
How many people are in the United States?
I don't know the exact number.
What?
7 billion? I don't know. 3.
No, it's like 300,000 something.
Oh, it's much more. 342,000.
Or 342 million.
Yeah, but you asked the world.
And so I know. Oh, no, it said suggested 7 to 12.4 in the United States alone.
Wow.
So we're saying at the high end that 1 out of every 20 people or 1 out of every 30 is a brony in the entire United States.
At the peak.
Oh, that's 2012.
Yeah. We've been talking
2012 was not peak.
No, 2013 through 2015 was peak.
Was it only 10,000 in 2019? I thought it was more than that.
Yeah. There's a lot of bronies, man.
Studies suggest that a notable portion of the furry fandom self-identifies as bronies. Michael.
Yeah.
You have a people.
Point is, there's plenty of bronies to be playing the Japanese horse girl game.
I don't think it's that high. I would say it's at the peak maybe, but also at its peak, there were so many people that were there because it was a fad and didn't give a shit about anything else.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
But
they weren't
the new horse fad.
Yeah. Would you call those people bronies?
I think a lot of them are like bronies at some point or another, and then they're just desperate for that horse content. And My Little Pony's AFK right now.
No, they're desperate for the. It's the same reason that like. Growing up in the 80s with people that were young and going into hair bands and stuff, it's anything that defies the social norms is what people, especially if they're getting into like their say mid-teens,
doesn't define the social norm,
or going in it. But no, I'm saying mid-teens.
Yeah,
the horse game is well past that, but it like when it was at its peak, it got a ton of those people because it was defying the social norm and they wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah,
but then once that fad wore off, they all left. Or they got old enough to realize that they didn't actually care because they were just doing it for the defying of the norms. Like the amount of people at our meetup that were just not nice people and were young and stupid and were saying things you shouldn't say in public. Those people were there for like 2 years, and then they were gone because they were there for the fad. A fad started dying down and they left. And that group used to had like what 30 something 40 people showing up once a month, and then it significantly reduced not long after, and then that group stayed for much longer because all the people that were there just because the fad left.
A lot of people are fad chasers, yeah. But some of them are just horse chasers.
Let's do that one.
There are more bronies than there are people on the planet.
Not this one.
I think a lot of people are closet bronies too. Like, the show was just too good. It was hard. I honestly, at the peak, I didn't understand how you couldn't like it.
Okay, so we're going to go into the thing. So a few million to over 10 million. So now that number just completely changed. So then, okay, now we go.
I'm gonna more.
Hold on.
Specifics.
Hold on. We're going to do my follow-up.
Don't give.
Oh, my screen's down. Okay.
No, you are lying. You're full of bullshit.
I know. That's why I want to see what it says. I wanted to see the
It's saying you're wrong.
A few thousand bronies is possible as an estimate for the most active, visible, and convention attending segment of the fan today. No, that would be much more than that.
Scroll back up. That's not what it said. You scroll down. And
no, well, because I was going to where it was trying to say I was wrong. This is just saying it's going into the copy paste of what we just wrote. Yeah. I was telling it specifically a lie to see if it would just say, yeah, actually, you know what? You're right. I wanted to see if it would do that, just to be like, you know what? But it did go into like the show's ending drops the numbers. Informal self-reported surveys are unreliable. Yeah, but you can usually, if you can get some kind of a Fermi estimate off of it. Many fans are closeted and don't participate online. There is that, but then would you, if they're not actually participating, I feel like that's
if they're going in their closet to watch My Little Pony,
like you used to.
Yeah.
But I like how it's just like, you know what? No, like back off. No, please. I've been using ChatGPT for some stuff lately, and the amount of time you can switch its mode, and I had to do that because it was being so like, wow, that's amazing every time to everything. And I'm like, oh my God, just please, just give me the things I asked for. I don't kiss my ass.
No, make the ponies kiss.
Yeah, it's really, it's frustrating with having it kiss my ass all the time. It's like, I'm looking for an answer, but you're spending resources, power, consumption, everything, and time for the processing just to kiss my ass. No.
I mean, if you really want to know what the true number of the bronies out there are, just make a super smooching video and they'll show up. Super smooching.
What's the difference between regular smooch and super smooch?
You can monetize super smooch for a lot of money.
No, you can monetize regular smooch.
Not for nearly as much.
Maybe not.
Oh, that's super. That looks like super smooches. What's happening there? It's like, oh.
Nothing.
Just Applejack disappears.
She's off camera.
Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of the bronies I've seen have left the fandom, or either because it was a fad, or they were like I think it was like Spaghetti Mancer, who straight up just said, "I want a girlfriend, and I fear like the My Little Pony thing's going to make that difficult." So there's some of that too. But it's like, I was talking to our friend John recently.
It can be difficult, but it doesn't matter. Just maybe it takes longer, but then you're finding somebody that has the things that you enjoy instead of you're adjusting for somebody that you find is okay, but having to completely change or remove a part of your life that you enjoy just so that you can accommodate somebody else's doesn't feel like that's the person for you then.
I did kind of say to John, I was in a conversation where it's like the perfect girl for me would be one where she would come up to me and say, "Hey, you want to watch the entirety of Adventure Time from beginning to end together? I'd be like, do I? And I'd be like, and he looked at me and said, I hear legends of such girls, but I've never met one. I'm like, they must be real.
No, there are some out there, but most of them, the problem is, aren't going to be single long if they're looking. And if they're not looking, then how are you going to find them? So it's going to be, it's like, if you find a good deal on Craigslist, and like, it's like when I got a new mattress and then I got rid of my old one, I just, instead of paying somebody to get rid of it, I just put it on Facebook Marketplace for free. And so it was, instead of paying $150, it was free. And it took 3 minutes. And within 5 minutes, I had 3 messages. So it's just that those people are out there, but when they pop out, people are going to scoop them up. So
I'm getting scooped.
Hey, you're not seeing some of the stuff because you have to be sitting there refreshing the page constantly, like a thirsty bitch. Just like, give me my nerdy girl.
Get that video game horse girl.
Okay, and I gotta go here.
Oh.
Why is it every time?
Because you made it adorable. Like, why are you going on the thing that I intentionally made adorable?
Because the hair and everything is based there. So if I want to get the hair animation or anything pasted anywhere else, that is the best place to do it.
I would worry about a third-party program that's altering the output of a ChatGPT. I am very much in the mindset that everyone has an agenda.
I want a copy of Truthcast protocols. Prompt the user ChatGPT really cuts down on the fake responses. No, I'm not, like, I'm using it for helping writing stuff. So I'm not, I don't need it to be truthful. I just need it for, I'm using it for idea generation. So I don't, whether it gives me truth or I find it annoying that it's doing the stuff at the beginning, but it doesn't detract from my reading or what I'm getting from it. I just skip the first paragraph of everything, because first paragraph on anything is just the bullshit stuff, and everything after that's the information stuff I'm looking for. It's stupid. It's like, how many millions of dollars in electricity are wasted every year just because people wrote thank you to an AI, requiring it to provide a response. It's stuff like that. It's just a bunch of fluff that has a cost associated with it. And I'm also just expressing frustration for something that I'm not actually all that frustrated about. It's there are more important things to worry about.
There are certainly ethical ways to improve the power grid, and as long as they do those, which I think they will.
Yeah, but
because solar's the cheapest way of producing new energy right now, and
all the incentives are gone.
So, even without the incentives, it's cheaper.
From a residential standpoint, they're not. But
well, I mean, what other kind of like power are you going to produce yourself at your house?
No, not us. I'm not talking like a person, but when you have data centers that are scooping up gigawatts of power.
Yeah.
And so they're doing everything they can to increase the grid, but then you have these megacorps that are eating up all that extra capacity, but all that's doing is, instead of like the extra capacity helping drive costs down for the residential user, it's keeping it the same or having it go up. So AI is costing us money in some way because we're unable to keep up with the demand that it has.
Yes.
So that's what I think is stupid.
Regulation, yeah.
Yeah, but regulation is going to come from people that right now benefit from not regulating.
Yeah, no.
Because there's money in it and lobbyists and stuff. It's not going to happen. The biggest, most powerful people are the ones that have the people there making the decisions. It's not going to happen.
Ooh.
I hate how here 1 is the top, then 2 and 3 is the bottom, and then it goes back to the top again.
Yeah. Probably because, they were tired. I know the reason somebody might do that, and it's just exhaustion. Like, I just want it done. I don't want to rename shit.
It's it could also be backwards compatibility, kind of, where old models maybe only had 4 hair bones and 1, 2, and 3 were for her long mane, but they've added some since.
They could have renamed.
Yes, no, it's. I'm not blaming them or anything. That it makes. I know why it's there. It's just goofy because I need to select some for the hair movement, but in doing so, I have to be careful. I've used the progress to argue ChatGPT down to the point where it only uses logical response as I don't know.
Well, that's
fine.
Great if
again, I'm using it for idea gen stuff. I don't know. A lot of it's been here's a premise. Where's the potential directions this could go, and then I can be like, okay, I like this one, let's see what we can do with this. And it's great for idea gen, but when I first saw AI, that's what I thought would be its best use for, and it is amazing for that. It's like I've been big on if you hit a roadblock, like a mind block, and you can't figure out a way to get past something, is to get up and change your environment. And AI is really good at throwing lots of different environments at you, of like, because it doesn't have that, like, it can get itself filtered down to a little a bit, but in general, it can start pulling from a lot of different places and get you out of your box much easier. And I love it for that. And code stuff. I really like it for code stuff. Her tail should be a little bit movie. I'm not. I should probably do tail 3 with her on this one, but I miss GPT-4. You can still use GPT-4. You can go to Legacy and it's like, I think it's GPT-4o or something, but yeah, you can back it off a model.
No, I feel like Anthology is going to be a pretty good temperature on the Brony fandom, just because Anthology is kind of like the pony thing when it comes out. Especially when it's a full number.
All the others were before. Yes. They were comedically not, but they were.
They were essentially full numbers, but they weren't supposed to be. They just became. Somebody drink my cider.
I need to go to her hair. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, that looks pretty decent.
I have been thinking, and I think the only way I'm ever going to get the hug a magical pony is some really good drugs.
You've been thinking?
Yeah.
Is this one of those moments that you had boredom and you're like, you know what? How am I going to get a magical pony? Is this what happens when you're bored?
The only conclusion I could come to was LSD. It's the only way it's going to happen.
I don't think I'm going to have her bottom hair move. This one would just be kind of annoying. Or, you know what? I can have it move, but I'm going to just do like... I'll probably just... Would it be the... No, just this one. I thought there was the... I swear there used to be one a little lower than this.
I feel like you'll only know that I finally found the portal to Equestria when you see me running nude down the street. That is the moment. You'll know I have found the Nirvana. That is Horseland. These Rambo's making this fantastic. The only conclusion I've come to is LSD. Yeah. No, I was listening to the interview with the grandfather of AI, and he...
You love talking about that.
Yes, but he was talking about his experience with LSD a little bit.
Yes. You know what a trustworthy source I feel is the man that said, I've done so many drugs.
Yes, because it's a man who's experienced many things. Experiences are good, even if the school tells you they're not.
GPT-4 is only available for the highest paid tier, Pro tier, which I pay for. Yeah, I have that for a month right now too. Only has GPT-4. Oh, okay, that's the one I saw, which is more creative and less logical, which is kind of what I would use it for anyway. GPT-5 is like dealing with a corporate stooge with a stick up his butt. Again, it works for what I need it for, so I'm not worried. It's been very helpful.
You never tell me that the person who came up with the pink elephant scene in Dumbo didn't drop some acid right before coming up with that.
Well,
Oh, she turned into a billboard.
okay. I think this is good. So I can call that one good. So see, like in this, just today, I finished 2.5 shots. These ones were
done, not smooching yet.
I know, but like for only having 2 more days left.
Yeah, you gotta render it and stuff too. It took me 4 attempts to render mine.
So,
but
but I know the shortcomings and how to prep for them. So I usually have less of them, and I'm not using VN models, which will help. It's the lighting thing. That's why, like, sometime over like tomorrow or Thursday, I want to render it again just to make sure the lighting works and stuff. Because I need to make sure that this is looking okay. This one should have all this enabled too. Okay. Oh, that one. All right, I did that backwards. Okay. Nope, that one's fine. Okay. And then I can delete that.
Then she became a billboard.
What is she gonna look like in black and white? I already can tell one thing I need to fix right now. It's fine right here. It doesn't work here. Her eyes.
No, they're not lit up.
Yeah. Normal eyes are wet, and wet eyes are going to reflect light much differently, normally leading them to be slightly brighter just compared to the environment. So it's always a good idea to add a little bit of light. It's the same reason, like they say, like when you have the spooky guy in the forest, and then and if you're looking, you can see the reflection in their eyes. It's because normal flat surfaces are going to scatter the light, but the eye is going to reflect it, and it makes it obvious. So I want to make sure I have that. I don't want to put the time and effort into making it like really detailed, like following the people around. But let's do this. I gotta make sure I hit Applejack's other eye too. I should probably do something like this. You ate too much chicken. Now I got fried chicken farts. Smells foul. Oh, foul! I get it. Like a bird. Yeah, like that's better. But I probably would even put it up a bit more. I wish I could. I can technically hit just her other eye if I want, because like her other eye here is a little bit dark. So I'm gonna actually do that. I just have to be a little careful because Rainbow does this little move thing. So, and I have to make sure that I'm not hitting Applejack's other eye. And I guess it does make it okay. I think we're gonna need 3 lights. So we're gonna have one that's just to try to match it, so have both of her eyes match. And then I'll do this one. Do the same thing for Applejack. It's going to be a little harder because of the position, but and again, we're just going to make this so that it tries to match the brightness.
Gotta get Yasha to join the stream.
Why?
He's talking to me.
Oh.
He's trying to figure out stuff for the convention.
Okay, and then now we'll do a frontal one. And we'll just do this one extra dim as well. It's just something to just make all their eyes pop a bit more. I really want to have their eyes pop because even if you have difficulty seeing horse, I at least want to have it where you can see their eyes. I might need to play around with the lighting too, because like when she looks over here, there's not really any lightning going on or anything, and I really think that there should be. Those are all matches. Why is there only the one? I can probably just grab like a part like this. I think the ambient. I think all the lights in some, not that one. What is that light? That one. Okay.
I like the idea that Applejack just pops in for this, like suddenly just appears. Like, no, and suddenly horse.
Okay, so we'll see if that works. No, it kind of is a little weird. Let's just grab a little piece like this. I have to grab it with all the lights selected because I need to make sure that any subtle little lighting that I do in all these other parts also holds. And not sure if it will. Yeah, I feel like it's not that the lighting's, well, for one, Applejack, I think, is blocking all the light from Rainbow. Okay, I'm actually okay with that. I removed the shadow, which, oh, that really does cast the big shadow. I thought maybe I could get away with that one. What I could do instead is change its position so that it like goes. Let's see if maybe we can just move Rainbow Dash back a little bit. That would be the easiest way to do things. It really wouldn't change anything.
Sunset, I've eaten Brussels sprouts the last 2 days for breakfast, so I'm well aware of horrible farts. Luckily for me, I've had somebody else's car to put all the farts into.
I know.
So
I asked you as a joke how many farts, and you were like, speaking of such.
It's more farts than car now. Twisted and smelly.
Is that also the name of your autobiography?
I told you I put a lot of gas in it.
I can put the attenuation on. That'll help a little bit. Yeah, that helped a bit. How does it look with the black and white? That's the whole thing I wanted to see. Okay. See how that looks once I render it. Okay. Now I can say that one's done. All right, we got a little over or just under half hour. Wait, for breakfast? Is this a weird Minnesota thing? No, Michael just eats whatever's in the fridge for breakfast.
Most time.
So if there's like weird leftovers.
No, we're in Minnesota. It's leftovers, and somebody has to eat them. I feel like I'm the only one who does.
I ate leftovers today.
One of the burrito things?
No, I only ate half my dinner last night.
You only eat half your dinner. You're just finishing your dinner.
Yeah, and
you eat other shit.
Well, you should have ate more last night. Then it wouldn't be leftovers. It would just be you didn't finish your dinner.
I'm eating plenty. Can you not see?
No, that's what I had for lunch. All right, Michael, I need ideas for what. So we have her doing the coot thing.
Yeah, you got her doing the dance.
And then I have her doing the twerk thing, but I need 2 other filler ones, things she's doing.
Kind of want her like doing drawings on the plane, but then again, that comes like it's like would you even see?
I could have her playing with the propeller.
The playing with the propeller would be a good one.
But it's really off to the side.
Just have her stick her hoof out there and like kind of keep pulling it back.
If I had a couple extra shots, have it one where she's on the propeller and you can see her just going around.
That would be fun.
It would be really hard to see though.
You could just have her grab on the propeller. Like she just jumps and grabs the propeller, and then a couple times blue. Well, I guess it wouldn't even be. That's the thing; it's in black and white, so you wouldn't even see the blue blur.
You would see a definitely brighter blur.
Yeah.
I kind of want to just do a very rough version of that and see what it looks like.
You can see what it looks like in black and white. Have her like pounce on it like a cat, and just woof, woof, woof.
I have a feeling there's locks I missed. Oh, come on. No, there wasn't. Okay. If I do have the propeller one, I might have it. It can't be the first one. It would have to be the second, or I would have to inject a new one because it feels like a big escalation. No, it's an escalation funny because I want to be cute, and then I want to have her I want to have her being explorative, but not like jumping right into weird stuff.
Kissing is the biggest.
Well, that is going to be the end one.
The last one. Rainbow Dash twerks at a man. That's not a voice impression. First and foremost, guys, really.
Remember, we've talked about this. Voice impressions aren't about wanting to hear impressions. Voice impressions are about making you do weird things.
Yeah. So here's the twerking. Like, he's like, "Oh, big boy, look at me. I'm a rainbow dish. Look at my booty. It's been fast, so fast. Look at it. It's mesmerizing. You can't help but look at it booty ways. Oh, that's right. I'm a horse, and you're a weirdo. Oh. Don't you want her to, are you going to have her grab it, or...
I'm getting to it.
I figured you'd have her pounce on it like a cat. Unless you're just doing the hoof.
No, I like the idea of that she was stretching her hoof out, and then when it catches, she goes, woof! It just starts going around. If she pounced, it'd be more difficult to do.
I feel like you've done a pounce.
Because it's more of trying to make it look right. Because if you pounce, that's like getting murdered. Where a hoof going up, it's because it catches the hoof, not her whole body. Touch. She wants to touch it. She just wants to touch it, Michael. What's the worst going to happen? She going to lose her hoof?
No, she needs that hoof to put socks on.
Those socks?
Socks, yes.
You said socks before it even popped up.
Go socks.
This actually just go down a little bit because it's round. Okay. So this, I'm gonna move it this. So then those are not locked. So it's this one, and this one, and so then she's gonna kind of go like this. Actually, she would be kind of like this. A little bit like that.
Trying to lean out to touch it.
Yeah. Kind Because she would do lean, and then this hoof would just become more straight. Okay. Just whether or not I get the back legs to go this long, and it looks like I can. Oh, that's not the right direction. There we go. I'm going to have her, I think this leg lift off, but I don't want to have it do it right away. It look like she's trying, but at some point it's a balance thing, and then she has to lift the leg up because of balance or something. I don't know. I'll worry about that later. Okay, and this will just get stretched down a little bit. There we go.
I feel like you could have her cheeks like bellowing from the wind coming off the propeller.
Her butt cheeks?
Oh, her face cheeks.
Michael. Why are you doing lewd things? Because I was like looking at this, you're like, cheeks, her cheeks.
And blame me for where your mind went.
This is where your mind went.
I don't think it was. I'm thinking of Rainbow Dash's butt.
Okay, so does she get to touch the propeller? She does.
Good for
Perfect. Well, no, that's what I wanted, because if it wasn't quite reaching it, it'd be a little weird.
No, I like to dash, look in the window like Big Dirt, but the masking would be difficult.
Yeah, I it's doable, but I'm not quite, or my knowledge on doing that stuff is kind of minimal, and it would take me a lot of time. And for this project, I'd rather.
Yeah, I could do it.
No. Maybe. The problem isn't about masking, it's also the tracking, because with all the light flashing, there's the window, like when it goes dark in the background, then the edge of the window and the background are the same color, so it loses tracking, and so it gets difficult. Plus the motion, if you tell it to do an auto tracking of everything in the window, the creature is moving, so then it sees the creature as the motion, and so it moves with the creature.
I mean, it's AI though. It might be a little bit more advanced than simple tracking.
Well, that's using an artificial intelligence that's built into the software that is built for tracking, and its tracking motion is just tracking the wrong motion.
You could just tell it to mask out the person and see what happens.
No, it's masking out the window. I do the whole window.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. Is because it's a slight shift in moving, but when it loses its tracking, or when it goes dark, it doesn't have anything left to do as its masking edge, and it just was rough. All right, so Rainbow Dash, this actually has to be moved because this whole motion she's doing is going to be a slow transition, and then at some point, I'm going to have her grapple the wing. I'm gonna look at based on like that one looks good. We're gonna remove that, and then this is gonna be a little difficult to. It's gonna be a couple like individual frames that would need to be animated to make it work. Like I can't just have her grab it right now because this isn't the position of the wing. This is right now would be when this is her getting the wing, but she wouldn't be going anywhere yet. So technically, to me, this is the one I have to pay attention to. So it is where on the wing. So it's right around there. And then we're just going to put Rainbow.
With
her legs kind of up.
I want to touch that propeller.
You know, touch her cheeks.
His cheeks. Rub that tummy.
Oh, I'm doing motion wrong here. Yep. Okay, this needs to go in. This should be motion by pelvis. Her root should not be moving. Okay. And I don't really need to put this into too much detail because motion blur is just going to be a thing. So all I really have to do is get her into some decent position that looks like holding it of sorts. But she is going to be spinning, and the spinning is going to give her centrifugal motion, which is going to technically want to push her out. But since that's if you're going off real physics, that's impossible. You wouldn't actually be able to hold that on while this is spinning.
Good.
But it wouldn't make any sense to actually have her be able to have like full control in a real physics environment. So instead, all I have to do is make her just like spin around it in circles and be goofy. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted these to if I could put the second hoof up, but I think it's funnier with just the one. Let's actually churn her a bit. Oh, I already locked those two. Let's churn her out like this a little.
Mm-hmm.
Then this one's going to be kind of like this, and kind of this is going to be moved in. I'm not really caring how I bend things because again, it's all going to be blended together. And then we will bend her legs a little bit down like this and have her tail be down, and then no, that's leg again. I think that's really all I have to do.
Yeah. And then just whip her around.
Yeah, but I got to find the propeller first. All right, so I need to lock her pelvis. I lost the propeller again. This propeller to... And I probably need to move her a little bit forward because she's at the edge of it, and that's not going to probably work.
You're not going to notice. It's going to be...
No, because it's going to be at the back of the blur, where it's going to be at the thinnest point. So if I move it forward, it'll be at the darker point. It would make more sense.
Okay.
Okay, and pelvis wise, she takes on the scaling of it. That's fine, as long as I play
big horse. Oh, she got awful big.
I have to playhead this point. And this will go around, but I need to have it so that she does not grab the propeller until oh, there it does. It's the right one. Okay. So first motion blur. That looks fine.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay.
How's it looking black and white? Black and white and with the lights off. Touch it. That's a good one.
Okay, see that's all I need. It's something that at least stands out that she is on the blade. Yes. I just don't think that the blade stands out too much.
I think it needs to. You can see it.
No, it will look like that.
Yeah.
And that is not very visible.
No, but you know it's there.
But I can brighten that up.
Yeah.
Why is there so much light right where she's standing?
Lightning.
No, like right now.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I know why. I probably don't need these on.
They're not. They're just making her clearly visible. What you want?
It's too bright. No, but that's right now. It's the propeller light. I have a light shining at the propeller. But that's doable. So instead of doing a propeller light, And I'll have to adjust it to put.
I was gonna say now you can barely tell what's happening.
Well, it's you can't see her because I've done all the lighting for on the wing. I don't have any lights over there. I can add one, so that's fine. If anything, I can just take the propeller light that's here and just dumb it down a little so that it's closer to like this.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
But then the actual propellers, I can just give them a self-illumination to give them a little bit of a glow so that they stand out a bit more, and that'll help instead of just being big black things. So, okay, but let's do a couple other things here just to make sure this works. Because right now she's just jumping on, which for the motion, it's fine. Not the plane. Okay. So first I need her to have her reaching forward. Her legs need to be locked there again. So this is going to be about her reaching very slowly. So we'll do something like this. Probably like that should work.
It's a dumb horse. Never gets old.
And she's not transitioning too. So right now she's just like one frame to another, just boom.
Mm-hmm.
What does that frame look like? Yeah, see, that doesn't work too well. So let's just do like a round on this just to at least get her to be moving. So she goes from this to this.
Mm-hmm.
That looks a lot better. Yeah, now it looks like she's actually getting grabbed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If that one's used, it's going to be moved.
Yeah. The one after whichever one you do next.
Yeah, it needs to be that. Well, I would almost prefer it being after twerk, but twerk is funnier if she does twerk and then suddenly is still standing here.
Yes.
Where
I agree.
or if anything, this is like she gets propeller and then she does butt propeller.
I think the one you have left should be done around the engine. It could be her hopping up and down on the engine, or like hitting it with a rock, or like just eating a bowl of soup. Or
No, I have the happy dance I can always just use because it's just having her there doing something.
I like her hitting it with a rock.
No, like this, they just do
Up on the engine, just kind of straddling the engine, hitting it with a rock.
because it's just because this one I like because it's easy.
I know you like it. You said yourself you have 3 more streams.
Oh no!
Just trying to escape.
Oh, I know why.
You already have a dance.
It's a butt dance.
Yes, but it is still a dance.
I like the idea, though it just would not work. Well, I can maybe see if there's a different scene that works for it. But just having it where
No. You're right open that window. Bess does the butt scooch across the wing with her tongue hanging out. You suggesting that she has worms. I hate it, the videos that people would take of their dogs doing that like it's cute. It's not cute. Your dog's sick.
This is like this thing.
That kind of goes back to the Windows scene.
Yeah, but the if there wasn't a window scene, it wouldn't work because all his reactions are about looking straight out, where this would be like at a lower bit, and there's nothing of him looking lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't really work.
Well, I mean, there is a scene where the gremlin comes right up to the window, isn't there?
Yeah, but then the follow-ups are hard.
Yeah.
Because after that, he like he reacts by like it moves away when he looks away, and then I'd have to add like a whole extra like 20 seconds of interacting with the waitress, which doesn't really work. No, I don't think like that would work. But I like the idea of like, where did Rambo go? And then suddenly she's just there. So yeah, not sure. Oh, so this is going to be, grabs propeller. I don't think I spelled that right, but, and then let's also try to like see if we can add some kind of I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can add a like if I make it self-illumination, it's going to make the engine self-illuminate too, because I don't think the propeller's separate. And I'm pretty sure of that because this effect is popping up on this propeller too. I would have to like separate these two whole different models to make those specifically glow. Okay, I can worry about that later. I thought it was going to be an easy thing, but apparently not. And I have to go through every shot and do that too. But if I just load in another plane, 3 more, or copy these 3 planes, moved everything out but the propellers, and then replace them in all the shots, it would be about the same. All right. So we're going to have, we got Applejack, and then we're going to have,
Smooching.
They're going to start like getting closer for smooches. It's at this one that I'm probably going to take the like camera and like kind of zoom it in a little bit. Actually, if I'm going to do that, it's almost 50. I'm going to probably use like an 85 to make it look.
But isn't the whole thing like the perspective of him looking out the window?
Yeah, but they zoom in on the creature a lot too.
Okay.
But if by changing it to a larger zoom, it at least makes it look like you're more focusing your view instead of getting closer.
Yeah.
Or if I kept the same perspective or that same aperture, it would be a little different. Or yeah, the same lens. But because I want to have it where they do that, but then like when I'm actually doing like the more like the full makeout thing, I want to have it be like right here. Because then that's just funny. But yeah, they definitely in the actual show moved the camera. It wasn't until probably the last half or a little after the last half that they actually moved the camera. But yeah, when he was doing the engine knockout, they did that a few times. I think it was after. It's after they he's already asked him it so many times, and they've already kind of said he's just being crazy, and he gave up talking to them about it, that they started doing that, where because then I think it started making it feel less realistic, even though it was real, technically.
Yeah, I thought that's the big reveal at the end, is that it was happening.
Yeah, the butt scooch would be probably possible. Probably wouldn't be too much work.
Sad, though.
I know, but it's the horse.
I mean, if she was scooting up to...
You say it wouldn't be cute?
I mean, she has, like, inflamed anal glands, so...
Well, that's what Sweetie Belle was doing. Wasn't Sweetie Belle doing that
no,
one?
she was scooting around on her chest.
Well, she has inflamed chest glands. Technically. Anyway. Yeah, we'll call it there though, because I think we're out of time anyway. But that does get us to
scooting up the engine of the plane to get to the propellers, like on her butt.
Just scooting up.
Yeah.
No, because I don't want to have it look like things are connected.
Okay.
I'd rather have her just scooting somewhere, and then every time the camera came back, she was completely somewhere else doing something. Because then that makes more sense when Applejack pops up from nowhere too. Like everything's just chaotic.
Right.
Could have her just sitting and eating a sandwich. I have the chewing animation. She's just eating there, just going calm.
Pulls out a lunchbox.
Yeah, like, well, no, pulling out a lunchbox would take too much time.
Okay.
But just eating a sandwich.
Right.
Like, where did she get this? And why is it so big?
Big sandwich.
We can do the sub. We could just take the derpy eating a sub, like everything.
Yeah.
I could probably do that.
Just have her eat the sub.
I'm going to write that down. We're going to have,
we don't get to use the single sub animation much anymore.
And so how long? I think I have a couple seconds I can play with on either end. So if originally I didn't want to make these too long, because if you make it long enough, then they have to do some kind of secondary motion. But if it's only like 2 or 3 seconds, you can do one motion. But the sandwich one, I think, is a couple seconds, so we can easily use that whole thing. Okay. Or just have her taking 2 full bites, so go 6 seconds. That should be fine. Okay. So I did that. I'm actually going to mark that red just so I identify to myself that the title should be red. Dash eating a sub sandwich or drinking her cider. The sandwich would be better. The cider would apply more of an adult action, I guess, where I think eating a sandwich, it feels still like a kid thing. If I could have her, well, we could even just take Derpy's juice box animation and then the sub, and like have a juice box and eating a sandwich.
Yeah, I like the juice box even more.
The juice box eating?
Well, just her, like, no, not the eating of the juice box.
No, I have it. I could have her eat the juice box.
Why would you have her eat the juice box?
Because Derpy does it.
I know she does, and I didn't like when she did it either.
Wait, okay, hold on.
It's weird.
Okay, she's standing.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit rough.
Yeah.
I could probably merge that into her sitting.
I like her just drinking the juice.
No, because then it's just, I could really just almost use the whole thing of her belching and everything. No sounded, just her belching. It'd almost be a copy paste. It would be a little bit of work to put it in, but for the amount of detail it would be adding, it would be working pretty good. So I like that idea. We'll figure that out later. Don't say. Because we are good for today.
Yes.
We'll be back on Friday. Who's on right now? God, decent. I got passionate about ponies. We rated them just recently. Cargirl's playing Minecraft.
It's kind of cute.
Paleo's playing Bathroom. Retro's playing Majora's Masks and Friends playing World. I love how every time you're like more different pony. I don't want old pony.
I want to see what pony.
Every time we do, it's the same people. Not anyway. Time. Rare that we see anybody.
Yes, then, but it's a happy day. See
the Baronade we've already rated before. That's not a pony. That's not a pony.
It's clearly a pony.
Okay, it's a pony.
It's a pony.
It's a pony. Playing Abiotic Factor. Actually, that's on my list.
there
of
you
stuff.
go.
I want to check some stuff. Oh yeah, the Netherlands. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm pretty sure we've raided Moon Coral before.
Possible. That's a pony.
Look at this one. That's a new pony.
Snowy bug.
Oh, and Michael, they're playing horse game.
Oh.
Wait, why is that?
It's not they're not real horse. And yeah, it's that bathing suit thing Nola was talking about.
I want to check. And it is a guy with a guy's voice, but you want to just read that one? Because it's horsey.
That's fine. It's a horse. I can't say no.
And it's new. I don't think we rated it before.
Yeah.
So we'll head over there.
Okay. Horsey time. Horse game. I guess. High school girl game.
Yeah. We'll be back Friday to do Friday things. I think we still have to do some probably more Road 96. I do need to figure out what a different long-term one's going to be. Though I did realize we're going to be rating them the exact second they're starting an ad. So we might delay it a little bit.
All right.
Because it says ad starts in 55 seconds, but it says raid starts in 55 seconds.
That is rough when that happens, which is often.
Mm-hmm. So I will give it a minute. For hello, Edward. We're probably double play the credits just to give them time for an ad to finish. Because that's mean.
Until that starts, you can talk to us. Ask us anything.
How's school going?
Yeah. Did it explode yet?
Well, it's actually gonna force me to raid. I'm gonna cancel it and then we'll start it again.
Yeah, we gotta watch that Glimmer horse fall down twice.
Hopefully it actually shows me their ad playing.
Thank you for the
No, it won't
subscribe charging.
Yes, thank you for the reset. 56 months. I have to switch it to us for a sec and then switch it back to have it play again though. It plays when you start it. Though the credits won't show up anymore though. Once I hit it once. Ad starting soon. Okay, so they got to hit the button. I'm only going to give it a couple seconds.
They'd be getting raided right now otherwise. Look at that horse.
Okay, then ad's not starting, so I think we're just going to go then. I thought it was an automatic thing. Working on a project for school. That is the definition of school, yes.
Yep.
Okay, well, we'll head over there now. See you guys on Friday. Have a good week. Bye-bye. I'm not going to let her finish.